introduce Jordan's character? Do you want him like?
You want me like off screen until?
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Wow!
Jordan, the person, we will introduce, like, you can just already be sitting here and we'll just give you, like, a little shout out right there. As for your character, I already have plans on how for you to show yourself.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Ta-da, I did it.
Okay, so that is 4 out of 6. We need 2 more.
Discord decided to disappear on me for some reason, and then it came back. I have a very special computer.
I mean, Davina has more emotional problems than what I do because she's been through more. But, you know. I like strong female characters. By the way, hi Jordan, nice to meet you.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Officially, I'm Jordan. I'll be hopping on, joining. I'm Kira's boyfriend, and that's my title, I guess. That's
For now.
You guys are so cute. Oh, my bad. You guys are so cute. That's gonna take me a while to get used to, isn't it?
I don't know if you have it on because I can still hear you when you're not pushing it.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's your area is always green, so
Yeah, it's still active.
That's so strange. Let me see if I can fix that.
Also, whose computer sounds like it's running 1 billion miles a second right now?
I have no idea what it's been doing. It's been doing this all day. I think I just need to call it and get a new one.
Carly, stop torrenting hentai.
I'm not!
Wait, what?
I told her she needs to stop torrenting hentai.
Oh, it's saying that my push to talk is limited and that I need to download the desktop application to get this. So I'm gonna actually
Oh,
I'm gonna go on my phone.
You've been using the browser version of Discord this whole time?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know it made a difference.
Me neither.
There's a browser version of Discord?
That's what you downloaded to my computer.
No, I gave you like the normal version.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm really sorry. But give me 1 minute and I will fix.
Oh, we finally have someone watching our stream. Oh, it's my friend Patrick. Twitch doesn't tell me what to do. I refuse to gift things. I will gift this stream with my presence. Because now that we've officially become Twitch affiliates, it looks like, wait a minute. Is it asking if we wish to gift a subscription to a viewer, or is a viewer wishing to gift a subscription to us?
Viewers can gift you subscriptions, like, so they would give you a gift as their subscription, like, a weird way of saying it.
Oh, it says, oh, he just responded. It asks me to gift a sub for others.
Now I'm confused.
Me too.
So I've come to the conclusion that until this is over, I just gotta do it like this, but I will try my very hardest to not talk over people, because on my phone, I would have to constantly be pressing a button.
Right, and
it's harder for a button, yeah.
And you can't be on webcam, I don't think, anyway.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to toy with it and see if I can figure it out, but I apologize, everybody.
I mean, this isn't better, but what you could do is you could just mute yourself and unmute yourself when you want to talk.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, okay.
And we just got to be a little bit more mindful of each other. I'm sure, like, talking over each other is also an issue that people have if they were doing this actually in person.
Oh yeah, Jordan does.
Well, once Polo and Yip's scene is done, I'm probably going to be quiet for most of the rest of the night. So,
but you can still give your commentary.
Yeah, I was going to say it's more of an example that like we even have it when we're playing Pathfinder, It was just a suggestion on top of that, though, to like try and mitigate it a little bit.
Ev, why you know let us know about the 101 yesterday. Dude, I've been posting that I'm playing the wonderful 101
has
literally
been.
everywhere. You have no excuse.
I was there.
You were
I was
there.
there too.
You were all there.
And you were there. And you were there.
I was there with the strike the men fell.
I had no Facebook thing. I posted it on Twitter and you had no Facebook or Twitter? What are these excuses, good sir?
Guys just started playing WoW yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I am so
What day was
sorry.
Boy, you play WoW.
Yeah, but I'm more than willing enough to admit that the game is garbage.
Valid point.
It's
Also
Wait,
just
which
another
game?
wow, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. It's just another game to play other than Animal Crossing right now.
And League of Legends.
And Final Fantasy Remake.
That's garbage, but I love the characters.
It's all about RuneScape. OOS RuneScape, definitely.
Gotta play that Fortnite, guys.
Hey, I like
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Fortnite has become like its own world. If they apparently are using Fortnite as the place to debut the new trailer for that action movie Tenet. And
Oh, they're
that-
doing it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's
there's-
because it's just
Not only
Well,
are
they
still
did that with Star Wars.
Definitely.
Because the Emperor's broadcast to the galaxy was in Fortnite. Because God forbid you put things that are for a movie in the actual movie. No, let's put them in that game that all those 12-year-olds play. That being said, I like Fortnite.
the game
I don't
itself is amazing. The fan base is shit.
That can be said about any game, honestly.
Yeah, you know, you have a valid point there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I will be the first to say I love League of Legends, but I will admit that the community sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, we have someone new. Who is it?
We got Yip.
Yeah,
We have Yip.
We got a bird.
Birdman.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a plane.
I really want you to basically just break into a window saying "caw-caw, motherfucker." I know it's never gonna happen. But I want it to.
He's a pristine monk. He would never lower himself to that.
I just think
But
it's
he's a
funny.
smoker
I'm
on
like,
top of
I gotta
that.
be honest, I'm still not entirely sure what everyone's classes are.
Okay, so Polo, you're a fighter. Davina is a barbarian.
Yep.
Eden is also a fighter. We just happen to coincidentally have two tiefling fighters, but I'm allowing it because I want to see what happens.
So far, so good.
Mistral is a bard.
Right.
Sterling the Fifth is now this is where it gets crazy. Sterling is a multi-class cleric wizard monk.
So extra.
He's a
I know.
Jedi. He's straight up a Jedi. And then Yip is just a straight monk. And then I am excited for our newcomer here, Atarax, who is a white dragonborn. He is just a straight pure cleric.
For now.
Because we need an actual healer in this party.
I've said that if Polo dies at any point, I have a character ready to go. So
I have like two, and I would honestly probably choose my one that I haven't played with quite as much because I love her, and she's like the complete opposite from what Davina is.
I have like 5 other characters.
Yeah, you have just like a day where you just made non-stop
Because
characters.
I discovered Hero Forge, and I could make miniature figures of all my characters. It was amazing.
that is pretty cool that there's a website for that.
And then they can actually custom make them physically and then mail them to your house.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, so, Yip, are you having some trouble there? Yep.
Yep. It's awkward when it gets completely silent.
Hold on, I'm checking the Discord. Let's see if something happened.
computer
Oh,
issue.
jeez. Yip just says, and I quote, "My computer just effing self-destructed."
Oh shit. I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
That's not good.
Okay.
The blue screen of death.
It's kind of what happened to mine this morning when we were trying to play our other session. And it just decided, now I'm gonna update.
You know, I just realized I should grab a couple things, and I gotta take a bathroom break real quick.
Oh yeah, everyone go to the bathroom right now. It's probably still going to be a bit before we can get started. I know I said 7 p.m., but you know what? Who cares?
I should just.
At this point, yeah, we've
No
been
judgment.
doing it on time.
It's like IRL when you say, "Hey, everybody, get to this house at 7," and then it's 8 o'clock when we actually start.
Wait. They're telling me to turn my mic up? What? Hello. Can you hear me? Patrick's saying that for some reason my mic is turned way down. Well, dude, turn up your volume. Oh, I know what happened. I always have to turn my mic down when I'm doing just normal game streams.
Hold on, I'm checking right now.
Sorry, guys. Looks like we're having some technical stuff going on here. Also, you still lie about Twitter and Facebook.
I did go on to the Twitch stream, and you did sound really quiet at first, but now you sound perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I just had to turn up my levels. Oh, by the way, Patrick, you saying that that my Facebook post is a lie? Then what's that? Because there it is. Right there. Yip is here!
Yes. My computer imploded upon itself. So I'm on my
Seems I
phone.
made it back just in time.
Yip, you're actually coming in so much better on your phone than you ever did on your computer.
Hell yeah, noted. I will probably be using this now then.
But do you still have access to your character sheet?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's important here.
Yeah. I just...
Seems like everyone's sound quality is improving a lot this
Yep.
episode.
We got better mics, we got possibly better cameras.
Should I go
We
get
also
my mic?
have our sponsor, NordVPN.
No, our sponsor's apparently Sprite.
No, you can go to uniqueso.com and use code REDHAT.
I feel like I want to try
In front of my
NordVPN because
goddamn salad.
like genuinely, I kind of want to try NordVPN because I'm told it's actually a pretty good service.
I would,
So
if we were going for VPNs, I would actually personally say Proton VPN because apparently Proton did the one thing that no other VPN did, and that was they got themselves vetted and audited by a third party.
no.
Wow.
Can I ask
What
a question?
exactly does that mean for us less informed?
It means that they allowed someone outside of their company who is completely uninvolved to actually go in and look at the code and see how legitimate it is. Because if it was done by its own people, they could totally say like, oh yeah, our software is the best in the world when it's not.
Ooh.
What is NordVPN?
A VPN is a program where you basically route your internet access through different servers than the one you should be using, because if you do it through a VPN, then your internet providing company and your government, they can't see what you do.
let's say you wanted to watch something on Netflix Japan that we couldn't get here in the States. If you used a VPN, you would be able to say that you're living in Japan and be able to use Netflix Japan.
The only downsides with using VPNs is because you're basically routing your internet through a different path than what it should be doing. 9 times out of 10, your internet speed will take a hit. But for a lot of people, a slower speed but better security is worth, like, the trade-off.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
Now we do sound like we're sponsored.
now we do sound like we're
Ethan,
sponsored.
hey
yeah.
man, I didn't expect to see you here.
Yeah, apparently he just followed my my Twitch about according to this 2 hours ago. So yeah, he's totally here. Plus I posted about us streaming this like 3 hours ago. So people
I did too.
Yeah, thank you all for sharing the status too. Okay.
Yeah, I just
I
retweeted.
did. I shared
I
it.
also noticed on the stream that we now have our lives comment, our HP or
It's super duper cool.
yeah,
We have our what?
like our character health is on the screen.
Yes, that is apparently a brand new little Twitch extension that connects directly with my profile on D&D Beyond. And it actually will list all of your health and such.
Neat. Oh.
Neato indeed. All right, so let
We're
me
just
see
waiting
here.
on Sterling, right?
Yeah, I have not gotten a response from him. And he continues to show that he is offline right now. So, unfortunately, it looks like we are going to have to start this without him.
Phantom Sterling returns.
Phantom Sterling returns, but the good news is, like a while back, Sterling did give me permission to basically run his character if he were not present. Which will not be a problem because...
It's going to be very interesting for the upcoming scene.
This will be very interesting for the upcoming scene. I hope to do him justice. I'm not going to be one of those DMs you hear or read on like D&D horror stories where it's like, oh yeah, the DM will play my character literally next session. Oh yeah, your character died. I've read too many stories about that. I refuse to be that person. All
Can I
right.
just say, I have been stressing about this all week.
I've just been like, what are me and Yip going to do for most of this episode?
I actually have a plan for you two. Because,
Oh, awesome.
because yeah, you two are still at the Greyblade headquarters while everyone else is at the slave auction. So, yeah, I actually do have a plan for you two. And I will say this.
Holy shit, Carly, are you okay?
She has the Rona.
It's
Wait,
just
someone
allergies, I
photoshoot with us
swear.
the other day. That means you could be infected.
Apparently, there's a funny story where, like, someone was playing on Xbox Live, and then they just typed in the chat, like, asterisk cough. And then one of the other players was like, oh, screw this, and then just disconnected.
Oh, screw this.
Okay, so unfortunately, with the absence of Sterling, are we all ready here? Okay, guys,
Yeah.
for this start, you can unmute your mics.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I will ask you that you mute them once like the music starts. And by the way, Jordan, that is your name, Jordan? Thank you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, Jordan, like I stated before, just to kind of reiterate, to make sure that there's a lot better communication and there's a lot less talking over each other, I'm requiring all the players to have the push-to-talk option enabled. I, unfortunately, as the DM, have to keep my mic always on because I play the background music.
Yes,
and-
And I can't because I had technical difficulties, but I will just keep it on mute.
I
Oh, yeah,
will possibly fix that for you. No, because if you bring your computer down there... Well, we'll solve that
I'll
later.
bring it outside and we can do it. It's fine.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
yeah, we'll solve that.
We'll figure it out.
I can't because I'm on mobile, but I'll just stay quiet.
You are totally fine. You know, like
Do
I
what
said,
You can
do
mute
and
yourself.
Put yourself on mute until you talk.
you can
Well,
you can still mute yourself.
I was gonna say, since we're using the Yeti, shouldn't I just like press the mute button so that we're not...
I was thinking that too, but it might actually sound better if you just press to
I don't know.
talk. Because
I don't know.
I've noticed when I do that, I hear a boom, when I unmute.
Mm,
So
okay.
It to each their own, whichever is easiest, I would honestly say, for everyone. Okay, so it has now been 19 minutes since we turned on the stream, and now we're finally getting started. So yeah, for all of those watching this on Twitch right now, welcome to Chapter 5 of the Song of the Wilds. You've missed a lot if you're just catching up, but if you do want to catch up, be sure to catch it on the official Song of the Wilds playlist on YouTube. If you just scroll down a bit on Twitch, there is a link to my YouTube channel where you can easily find a playlist of the previous episodes of Song of the Wilds. There's not really that many announcements to have around here, though it does sound like we're all using slightly better tech right now, which is definitely an awesome. And I would also like to just say we are not sponsored by anyone. When we talk about like sponsor companies like NordVPN or Raid, Shadow Legends, or anything like that, it's honestly all in good fun. Though I think if anyone has a legit reason for sponsoring, it is our bard Mistral, because she has a Patreon. You want to plug your Patreon quickly here?
Sure. Hey guys, if you'd like to come and check out my Patreon, I send out monthly gifts at the end of every month that have like stickers and like little personal art. And I also post behind the scenes content of my cosplays, work in progress, and plans and everything. So if you'd like to come join, minimum like donation to join is just $1. So come check it out.
Nice, just $1.
Izzy Cosplay on Patreon.
Izzy Cosplay on Patreon, nice. Does anyone else have any other little announcements? Yes, Carly.
Since we're doing that, can I plug my Etsy?
Oh yeah, go ahead, plug your Etsy.
Okay, my cosplay handle is Carly Pearl Cosplay, and I'm actually currently selling prints for $5 on my Etsy store under the same name. If you go to my actual Instagram, there is a link in my bio, and I will leave you a special little note on the back of it.
All right. Are there any other announcements with anyone?
I guess like last week, I'm still working on that webcomic that I mentioned, Sunscreen, from last week. As for right now, the artist, she's going to get back to drawing the first episode soon. She just had a little personal issues that she had to deal with. I won't go into the details, but she plans to get back to it like this coming week. So that'll be coming out soon.
All right.
Last thing to say, trans rights. Trans rights.
All right. We have 3 plugs and a little announcement for trans rights. I'm flubbing my words right there.
Gotta say, because I'm really excited. I start my new job this Friday.
Carly has a new job!
I'm no longer unemployed!
That is the true Christmas miracle
right
here. All right. Well, is everyone ready? And once again, I would just like to say apologies for Sterling not being here. He is unfortunately absent this episode. I will do my best to play as him in his stead. So, without further ado, jeez. Okay. I love the speaker. Where we last left off our heroes, they had finally made it to the city of Acheron, where they unfortunately had a very, very strange dispute with the priests of Nord, known as the God of Order, with all over society itself. I am sorry, hold on. However, they were able to successfully escape the priests and not get into a fight with them, where they retreated back into the headquarters of the Greyblades itself. There, they finally started to discover some new clues about what it is that they actually have in their possession. This small orb which houses a god inside of it. Now, after some careful investigation, they were able to deduce that they actually had someone that they could talk to possibly about this, to possibly see the memories of this newborn god itself. Thanks to Sterling for recommending his friend Petey the Wizard, they were able to go into the slums of Acheron, where Petey seemed to be living in an old run-down church where he wore just nothing but a kilt. It was there that they were finally able to see the memories of this newborn god, just a black void, and it was running away from these giant silhouetted figures, the middle of which looked to appear to have antlers coming out of its head. However, it was after this collected vision that they started to hear noises on the close by, still in the slums, and it's there that they found a slave auction. And it was there that they discovered that the person running the auction seems to be someone that one of them knows. In a fit of trying to rescue at least one of the slaves being auctioned off, Sterling used disguised self as another noble and tried to purchase one of them. However, when the moment came to finally hand the bag of gold over, it looked like the host of the auction was able to actually see through his disguise. In a last-ditch effort, Sterling cast Sleep on him, but it didn't quite work fully. So unfortunately, while the man was being pulled away looking to be in danger, he seemed to silently, mouthlessly mark each of them in his memory. One of them, especially. And that is where we left off. However, currently, if I can find the right playlist music, sorry, give me a moment. However, at this time, we are going to actually return our focus back to both Polo and Yip. Back at the headquarters of the Greyblades, where they were able to find a new quest for themselves. If you all recall, during the vision, you then actually had the moment of inspiration where if you wanted to learn more about the history of your civilization, as well as maybe the Pantheon itself, it was suggested by Petey that you could try going to the coastal city of Lunas, which is another heavily fortified settlement that the civilized races live in. Not as extensive as Acheron itself, but still a very large place. So, doing that, you were able to find an actual quest on the request board that would actually have you going to the city of Lunas as a cover, so that people won't know your true intentions for going there. And that is where we're going to start our scene right here. So, Polo, Yip, you just were able to find a quest to Lunas. What's going to be happening?
I'm thinking we should wait until the rest of the team is ready before we try anything with this quest to Lunas.
Yeah. But do we know how far away Lunas is from Acheron?
It's pretty far, but you would most likely be heading there by airship anyway, so it's probably going to be no more than like a 2-hour travel by airship.
Okay.
Do we need to get our request to do the quest like approved by anyone?
If you recall from last episode, you just need to take the request sheet over to like the registration desk, which is like right next to the board itself. And by doing so, you basically ensure that you're the only ones on that quest and no one else can try to take it from you.
And we did that, right?
No, all you did was just take the parchment off the board. You need to actually take it from the desk.
Then I guess we'll do that then.
Okay.
You guys
While
are so
you do
busy
that,
having
I'm
Mai
going to use
Tais
the
at the
restroom.
Greyblades headquarters.
Yeah, the entire second floor of the Greyblades headquarters is this giant mezzanine level, which is all basically just one giant tavern area where you have a massive bar, where everyone can get their drink and food. But on like the other side of it is a huge board of requests, as well as a registration desk where you can assign those quests to you. So, Polo, you are going to be basically heading over to the desk?
Yes, wherever I need to get this job confirmed for.
All right, you do that. You basically turn around, but then right when you turn around, you bump into someone. You bump into someone quite large, and you just see nothing but white in front of you. And he's also a little bit taller than you, by the way. And right in front of you, you see what looks like the face of a dragon.
A dragonborn.
Hello.
I help you.
Say it again.
Say it again.
May I help you?
You can get out of my way.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Didn't know I was in your way.
Nice. Oh,
I'll just scoot over one step to the left.
Thank you.
Okay, so Polo,
Where are
I
we
guess.
going with this scene?
I'm just standing
I'm
there.
requesting some help from the DM here. What am I
He's
supposed to
had
be doing?
so much of like a bad day that he just can't.
Okay, so Polo, you basically just barged your way up to the desk. Yip is still kind of standing around right next to the new fellow here.
I'm terribly sorry for my friend. He's had a bit of a rough day, you say.
The understandable happens to the best of us, and to the worst.
Why, of course. What is your name, might I ask?
Oh, my name is Adarax. I'm a
Nice to meet
simple
you.
cleric of Ishtar.
It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Yip. That was my friend Polo, but I must be catching up with him. Care to join us for the meantime?
I've just turned in what little I've had to do for the day, so if you're looking for company, I'd be delighted.
You see,
Please.
Polo? You see how easy that was?
I have a quest, okay?
Okay, so Polo, you're right up at the desk, and you see like this perky little like halfling girl with like bright pink hair just go like, "Hi, will you be assigning a quest today?"
Yes, I'd like to request this quest, please.
Okay, and she looks at it. She just kind of looks at it for a moment. Ooh, bodyguard duty in Lunas. I've always wanted to go there. And she like takes this giant like red stamp that's like as big as her fist, and she just goes like boom, boom. And then she just hands it back to you and just goes, "Yep, quest is assigned now."
Thank you.
By the way, before we go any further, I think we need to officially establish this. Who has the owlbear?
We do.
Eden does. Okay.
No, I don't have them. Polo does.
No, he gave it to me.
Yeah.
Oh, Polo has the orb.
Yeah, because I didn't want the orb to be in the middle of the whole
By a slave
slave
auction.
trading thing.
Okay. So Polo officially has the orb here. Yes, Carly.
Can I just say that it's really funny because I don't think that we're in the same spot that we are on the Twitch, so it's really funny to see you guys pointing to like nothing.
I think because all of our cameras are flipped to everybody, so like me pointing this way is actually pointing the opposite direction of where I want
It's
to
pointing
point.
to nothing, so it just
Yeah.
I was like, Izzy, what are you doing? And then I realized.
That's
Yeah,
the
because
direction
Polo's
I'm
right
going.
under me. On our end.
I have like 2 rows of 3. I'm right in the middle of the top row.
Yeah. We're all in the right order. We're in order of our names, like alphabetically. But it's like if your screen's smaller, it may be like 6 going this way, but I have it full screened. And it's just the fact my camera's flipped that when I point this way, I'm pointing to nothing, but it looks like I'm pointing Polo on my
I
end.
learned something.
Gotcha. All right, so Polo, congratulations. You officially got your first official quest as a Greyblade Hunter. Even if that really is not the true reason why you're heading to Lunas. You turn around and you actually see Yip actually having a very nice, pleasant conversation with this white Dragonborn.
All right, so I walk.
Then she said, "What's the deal with aircraft food?"
I don't much like flying, but
Bird boy, may I ask why you're having a conversation with this Dragonborn?
Well, you were quite rude to him, so I felt I had to pick up the slack.
no, he wasn't rude. Just a bit irritated. Can't blame him a bit.
Well, either way, is there something we can help you with?
I believe I was invited to come with you, so it seems I would be the one helping.
Everybody's just making decisions for the team without consulting everyone. All right, fine, you can come along.
Much
Yip kind
obliged.
of grabs Polo and kind of whispers in his ear. We can have him be the bodyguard while we do what we must in Lunas.
Fine by me.
Very well. The rest of our party is kind of caught up at the moment. Why don't we get supplies ready for our trip if need be, and then maybe wait up by the bar, have a few drinks before we leave.
That's a good idea. We should be able to plan out what we're going to do, how we're going to be able to do this, and be able to deal with the orb at the same time.
Do you just say that out loud?
I say my part out loud.
Polo, did you just say all that out loud?
Yeah, whatever. I said it out loud.
Yeah, Atarax, you totally heard that.
Well, I just want to be of assistance, so...
I didn't want him in the team.
Tally-ho.
He was just a stranger to me. I didn't...
Oh, I love you guys. Okay, so with that all being said, let's turn the focus away from the headquarters back to the now slowly dissolving slave auction. After the host of it seemed to have been carted off for medical treatment because Sterling, at the time of casting the sleep spell, going like, "Help! Help! Our host has been attacked! Someone take him away! Hurry!" He was actually very convincing with his performance, and the guards were able to quickly take the host away, but not before he was able to catch sight of, like, a certain person in the crowd where he smiled. And then he was, like, taken inside a house. At this time, any of the other slaves that were about to be auctioned off were quickly rushed off the stage and taken down an alleyway. And the entire crowd of auctioneers and just audience all started to disperse, leaving the party. That is the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
It's the orb.
It's the orb!
That's the canon orb, y'all.
That is the orb. I declare it as canon. The DM says so.
FYI, I just saw a message from Sterling that he's looking for his headset.
Oh, thank God.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing indeed. Okay, so with that said, the party is now just kind of left in the middle of this open slum plaza. And right now it is Davina, Mistral, and Eden and Sterling. Sterling just kind of turns to the rest of the party, and seeing that the coast is now clear, he dispels his disguise stealth, returning back to his very short-statured self, and he just simply goes, "Well, that went well."
I look at him and I say, we need to leave right now.
Sterling just kind of looks around in a moment. It's like, and speaking of Sterling,
Hey!
Pogs.
Hey
Get
guys.
some pogs in the chat. Pog champs in the chat.
okay, so now that we have Sterling officially back in, Sterling, just to catch you up in case you didn't hear, the host of the auction got basically pulled away for medical treatment because they didn't see precisely what happened to him. All of the other slaves that were on the stage got carted away, and the entire crowd of auctioneers and audience members have all dispersed. So right now the party is just by itself in the middle of this plaza area. And it's a very, very tiny plaza in the middle of the slums.
Wait, what about the Dragonborn that Sterling technically bought?
He got carted away with the other slaves that were probably taken to his house, and then he's going to be extremely confused.
Alright then, because I was going to say, if he's with us, then we can take him to, like...
Is he with us?
No, too much chaos happened before, like, the official exchange could officially take place. So, unfortunately, that cart has, like, left. You can try searching for it, though. You can actually try to go after those slaves.
Alright,
I definitely
Eden
think
turns
that'd be a
to
thing, right?
Davina
we need to leave right now, and we need to go back to the Grey Blades headquarters.
You said we need to do what? What? We need to leave? Why?
We need to
I was gonna-
leave right now, and we need to go back to the Grey Blades headquarters.
Are you okay?
Somebody from my past, we don't need to talk about it.
Are you sure? Because you seem a little spooked right now.
I feel like I'm gonna vomit, but I'm perfectly fine. We need to leave.
Mistral just like takes a
This
step
is not
back
a
as she says
family
the
you
word
want
vomit.
to. I'm sorry?
I was like, Mistral takes a step back as Davina says the word vomit.
This is not, listen to me. This is not a family you want to mess with.
I kind of look around at like the crowd, like I mean the entire crowd's dispersed, and now we're just kind of just sitting there.
Yeah, you're all just kind of standing there in the middle of the plaza. There's a couple like stragglers that are just kind of loitering, but they're not really doing anything right now at this time.
Don't we also have the cart with you just bought that's just sitting there waiting?
Officially, the exchange never really took place because then Sterling basically got ousted by the host, and then he used that sleep spell, and then basically contained chaos happened. So that cart, like, left. And the other slaves were, like, taken away into an alleyway, like, until next time the auction happens. But again, if you want, you can definitely try to find them again.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna turn to the three of them and say, I'm gonna go look for that Dragonborn. I want him safe.
I'd
Yeah,
say
it's supposed to go and get them.
I'll go if you guys are all going, but. Okay.
what I was actually gonna say is it's probably worth revisiting this. Maybe have one of us, I don't know, just kind of see where the cart's going and then meet back up.
Why don't we have two of us so that we have at least some backup?
I kind of look around at everybody else and I say, if you guys are quick enough to keep up, or I'm kind of like looking for who would probably be the fastest, because I know I would be one of the fastest here.
Well, normal speed is 30 for me, so there's that.
We can all meet back at the Grey Blades headquarters because I'm sure that's where Polo and Yip are anyway. What do we think?
I think that's a good idea.
So you're trying to get everybody to go back to the Grey Blades place?
Me?
No, she's trying to get, like, have two of us go off and then the other two meet back at the Grey Blades and then serve.
I don't care though. It's up to you. This whole thing was a mistake.
Well, is there a way for you two to go off ahead and we go get the other two at the Grey Blades and come after you with help?
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm essentially only looking to scout right now. But so I kind of look at who Eden, Mistral, and Davina, out of the three of you, who would, I guess, out of game mechanically, who would be the stealthiest here, like beyond me. Mechanically, I'm at a +6.
Well, I think Eden should because Eden wanted to go anyway.
Agreed, I think Eden should go.
Okay.
Well, my stealth has a +1, so I don't know what that would be.
What's my stealth? Oh, my stealth is +2. Mistral, what's your stealth?
+3.
Do you want to go?
Well, Eden seems more determined to go. That's the only reason why.
Why don't we just all go together? I think we're wasting time.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's party.
Sure.
So all four of you decide to try to go after the slaves?
Sure.
All right, then I would like to start things off. Any of you or one of you, or however you decide, to do an investigation check.
Whose investigation is higher? Mine's at 0.
+1.
Mine's at 0 as well.
Mine's at 3.
It
Miss girl.
looks like it's the bard.
Go for it, girl.
I'll cast guidance on you. You can add a d4 on top of that.
So whatever you roll with your d20 plus 3 plus a d4.
You're talking to Mistral, I'm assuming.
Well, first of all, don't know where my D4 went, but I brought up the computer version of rolling. But I got an 18 with my D20 plus 3, which would be 21, and then plus. Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
It's okay. You don't have to keep going. You did a very good roll anyway. You're fine. So the slums are pretty rotten, and the ground is almost like it's always constantly muddy for some reason. Like they just never take time to clean this. That actually turns out to be a good thing, because then you can easily make out, apart from all of the footprints in the dirt and grime of the city floor, you can also make out the tracks of the wheels of the cart. But you do see 2 tracks. One basically leaves from one end of where the stage is, and you know that that is the cart where they put the one Dragonborn that Sterling tried to buy before the chaos ensued. The other end of the other end of the stage, are the second set of tracks of a cart, and that is where you're able to find out that that is the cart where they put all of the other slaves on, the ones that had yet to be bid on.
And there's a clear, like, where the cart is, like, it's sitting in front of a specific building, or is it just kind of...
All you can tell is that the tracks go down 2 separate alleyways. You know precisely, like, this one had the one slave, this one had all of the other slaves on it. And they're just going down, like, 2 parallel alleyways with, like, a row of buildings right in the middle.
Okay. I look at everybody else. What do you think? I kind of think of it as a numbers game. We should probably get the majority and then worry about the last guy later.
I agree with that.
I'm fine with that.
Mistral?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you all decide to take down the path on the right, then. Yeah, it's very grimy. You're able to easily see the tracks. Things are still looking pretty deserted as you make your way down this very cramped alleyway. I mean, it's not that cramped. A cart was able to go through it, but, like, only... Like, nothing bigger than a simple cart could make it through this alleyway. As you walk by, you just see, like, just these images of people that are just kind of, like, sitting on the ground, eyes downcast. They're just down on their luck. One guy is, like, eternally facing the wall and then just pounding his head on it a little bit. Like, have you ever seen, like, that one scene in Dead Space where you turn the corner and you see, like, this one guy just kind of bashing his head against a wall? It's kind of like that. Yes, Carly.
Do I know where we're headed?
You know you're following the tracks.
Cool. Okay. Can I do, never mind. It's fine.
No, what do you want to do?
I was gonna ask if I can do a I think that would be a history check to tell if I've been on this road before.
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Oh shit! I got a 19.
Okay. You've never necessarily been down this specific part of the slums before, but you do have a bit of an idea about how the slums are structured just in general. And what you do know is that you are actually getting close to one of the smaller airship ports that they built inside of the slums.
Okay. Can I tell them I think that's where we're going?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I tell them.
Okay, then tell them.
I think we're going to one of the smaller airship ports.
I say then we should move a little quicker.
Do I know what airship port this is, Mr. DM?
You know,
No? Okay.
You just know
So,
you're getting
that's
close
all
to.
I know.
You just know you're getting close to one.
Okay.
Yeah, bust a move. Let's go.
So are you guys going?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says you can
Sorry, I thought that
surround
was
up to
apparent.
moves.
My bad.
Okay. So you guys do slowly make your way further down that alley, and as you follow the tracks, you actually come into a spot where those two alleys merge, and you actually do see those two tracks actually converge into a single file. So it looks like now both of those carts are heading in the same direction. As you do get closer, you actually start to hear some voices far up ahead of you. Voices like,
Load him up.
I'm about to hijack an airship. No,
Please don't do that.
That would be
you
the
are-
coolest thing, but I'm sure we'd get killed.
Also, you already have an airship.
No, I want one
We
for
probably should
myself.
have
How much gold do you got?
I want to do some airship drifting.
Someone.
We're moving forward. We're trying to peer around the corner and see something.
Okay, you do that. You peer around the corner and you can actually see far up ahead, those same, yes, Mistral.
Can our peering around the corner be like the Scooby-Doo, like,
Yeah, you all stick your heads around the corner, order by height. As you do see before you this very smaller airship landing pad. Not definite. It's like it's ransacked. It's old. Definitely in disrepair, but it's still functional. Then again, it is just a flat platform. And you do see what looks like a very similar airship. It's kind of like the same model as the airship that you came on that was flown by Old Joe. Clearly, this one has been, like, painted over. It's had some modifications. And before your eyes, you actually see all of those slaves that are now in cages, slowly being pushed into, like, the underhold of the ship. There's a couple guards that are just kind of like standing guard, making sure that there's no one around. And the people that are pushing the cages into the ship seem to be just like, they look like normal dock workers.
And I just want to make sure of something. Those guards don't look like town guards, do they?
Oh,
They just kinda...
absolutely not. These guards,
Oh, fair game.
like the armor that they have is like older. But beyond that, they are not like normal city guards. If anything, these are more like old guards that ended up becoming mercenaries later in their life.
Okay. So we might. I kind of like if we're all peering around the corner, like stacked up on each other like that. I'm gonna be like looking up, probably at Davina, and be like, "We might actually have to take an airship."
And I look at him and I say, focus on the mission, and let's just do it, and let's leave.
Yeah, we are here for a purpose as much as it'd be great to do some drifting. No.
No. What I'm saying is, if they're already on the airship and we just so happen to take the airship.
Can I pull Sterling aside and just say, and
like
just
she's pulling me by
level
my
with
ear.
him? Yeah, I pull him by the freaking ear, and I say, listen to me. This family that are probably the ones selling the slaves right now are not ones that, again, you want to mess with.
We are literally carrying a baby god around in a knapsack.
Well, when you put it like that.
Dude, you just
Technically, you're not doing that right now.
I hate you.
This
And
is
I look
so
at him and I
dangerous.
say,
It's like,
listen, you know how I knew where we're at right now? I've been here. It's not a good place to be, my friend.
I say then, all right, in and out as you say. But again, I didn't plan on you guys being here around here to begin with. Like, we can do this, but if we're gonna do it, let's make a move.
I'm actually going to put the pause on you guys for a moment, and we want to give some love over to Polo, Yip, and Atarax.
Do you suffer from Atarax?
Consult a doctor. To ask your doctor about Atarax.
Exactly.
You beat me by like 1 second, but I just had to follow up, actually.
I'm literally here to make people feel better, so...
Oh, that's okay.
What's placebo, though?
I've been calling him Catarax.
So are we just chilling at the bar now?
Yeah, you guys are just kind of talking a bit, but you guys are making sure, like, you're not giving away much information, I'm assuming. However, at this time, not now, Davina, I actually have a thing here happening. Okay, you know what? Honestly, we've all been actually behaving pretty well. I officially give you guys permission to turn your mics back to always on, if you want. If that makes it easier, but we just got to be more mindful of each other.
I'm okay right now.
Okay,
I'm
then.
okay with keeping it. Yeah.
Then stick with that. However, as Polo, Yip, and Atarax are, you see, now I feel like my body's compelled to say Catarax now that you put that in my head.
I'm
My
sorry.
eyes! Oh, man.
I get it all the time.
Okay, so as you guys are basically trying to have a lovely chat about what you guys are most likely going to be doing in Lunas without really giving away what it is that you're actually going to be doing in Lunas, I would like Polo, Yip, and Atarax to make perception checks.
Oh boy. That is not on the.
Hang on, let me bring up my thing so I know.
I got a 14.
A 14, nice.
I got a 47.
I got an 11.
Atarax got 8.
I'm kidding.
Wait, I didn't think that we were all supposed to be rolling, because I thought it was just...
No, I think Mistral's trolling.
Mistral's just
Oh,
trolling
okay.
us. She's the bard. Okay, so wait, who got above 10? Okay, so this actually ends up perfectly. So both Polo and Yip, Atarax unfortunately does not notice this, but Polo and Yip just saying out, you hear a tiny little voice in your heads and it's coming from the orb and you just hear, danger!
Oh no. Oh, yeah, not Polo. Yep. Kind of looking after that, just kind of like looking around, like trying to find what's the danger.
At that moment, I'm sorry?
Well, I was going to start talking to Atarax, but if you got
I
some...
notice their faces change too.
Wait, what?
Do I notice like their expressions or anything if any of this happens? Like,
Yeah, you're looking right at them. You're both like, all three of you are like sitting at a table. But yeah, when basically kind of asking what happens, Polo and Yip, you just have like a flash happen in your heads. And you don't really see any context and the image looks fuzzy, but you see Sterling go, ow!
I look over at Yip and I give him a kind of what was that kind of face, but I don't say anything.
Yip kind of returns to look like, yeah, I saw it too. What?
So, Dragon, where are you from?
I'm from, well, local, I should say. My parents were, farmers. They found my egg at the Shrine of Ishtar just outside the city. Before
Ishtar.
everything got crazy outside the walls, I suppose. But, I've pretty much lived around the area my entire life. Trying to give back to the people that took me in. And, just do the right thing, I suppose.
Lovely. Yip, do you think we should check on our fellow party members?
Yip, say that again. You were talking, but no voice was coming out. Hello?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
I feel like they might. Oh. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can. You're good.
Yes. You're out of the ether.
Hey, you're muted again. Oh no, we lost
He's
Liet!
gone! Oh, he's gone!
Thank God.
The slave traders, they got him! The plan was to get him as far away from them as they could!
Oh no, he's back. Yeah, we can see you.
Try saying one thing.
Speak American Sign Language. We got
No.
this.
Uh-uh.
I don't know it. Not anymore.
Oh, honey.
Are you trying to airbend?
First word!
He's trying to do Naruto symbols.
Write it down.
Hold on, I'll read your lips.
I'm so sad.
Bengal tiger.
P.
Oh, now we hear you.
Very softly.
Okay. So, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
now we can. But you're coming in a little quiet.
1 second. Oh my god.
You're fine. It is what it is.
Yep.
He disappeared.
Technology.
Gotta love technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry guys, whoever's watching this on Twitch right now, but you know what?
Yeah.
Who cares? We're all having fun still.
We're so profesh, right? Oh my god.
What's a stream without technical difficulties?
Yeah, exactly.
Class, you back?
What did you say? Can I see your face? I totally misheard.
Not tingly. Oh, I'm not gonna beat my
Can
leg
you
up.
hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. Yip, after a million years, finally says, yes, I feel like we should check up on party members. Why don't you follow us, Adirats?
Going to meet more of your friends? I'd be delighted to accompany you.
Actually,
Please lead the way.
if I would suggest, Yip, you go on ahead and see if you can find them and report back to us. We'll try to catch up, but you go on ahead.
Yes, that makes sense. Alright, I will see you guys in a bit then. So, Yip kind of, like, they're in the same area where they were trying to signal Yip, right? He kind of goes out to the balcony kind of area and, like, flies off.
And I look over at Atarax and I go, so, you fight?
When needed, of course.
Good, because we're probably going to need it.
I'm always in for some daring do, new friend.
You've got the most positive guy.
I
in the
love
entire
that so
party,
much.
teamed up with the most negative character in this whole campaign.
Oh yeah.
I'm as pure as my white scales.
Which is funny because you're chromatic.
It's like Thor.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
Thor teaming up with Batman or the Punisher. Like,
Oh no. Yeah, you're technically supposed to be evil.
I was raised by good people.
God, he might be my new favorite.
Okay, so
He didn't
Yip
want the spot then.
so Yip flies off to scout ahead. Okay, Yip, since you're all the way up in the air, I would like you to roll a perception check with advantage, because you have a very good vantage point just being mid-air right now.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, roll it twice.
Nat 20!
Dude, you see all the things.
I know when you're sleeping. I know when
I
you're
see
awake.
the plate of hamster heads.
What?
I see the plate of hamster heads.
You see the plate of hamster heads.
Kirby, I can see the future. Kirby,
God, that's terrifying.
Kirby, it's not pretty.
it's a pity. I like tits.
I'm so concerned.
I forgot all about that.
You know, it was Chris O'Neill who originally came up with that voice. It was Oni. So it's really funny.
Oh my god. Okay, so Yip, you, from your perfect vantage point and your friggin' nat 20, oh my lord, you are not only able to see, like, the slums from where you are, you can actually pinpoint the rest of the party's exact location in relation to the HQ, and you are able to formally, like, Google Maps in your head, like, the fastest path to get there.
All right. So I fly back and it's like, oh, right, their coordinates are. I give the exact, like, to the 100th decimal place, longitude and latitude. Let's go.
Oh yes, the skyports, naturally.
Yes, wonderful. Let's go.
Okay, so now it is going to take you guys a bit to actually catch up to the party, so now we're going to focus on the other party.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Just the orb, just going...
Exactly, it's the orb instead of the bat symbol.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Yeah!
To the Yipmobile.
Okay, so you guys are still, like, peeking around a corner, and they're still, like, loading up slaves. It's a slow process as they load up these slaves into the ship. But you guys still have not been noticed yet. You still are just kind of poking your heads around the corner. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm sitting there like maybe I'm like practicing the magic, not enough to actually spend a spell slot, but I'm sitting there like waving a hand over my face. If the camera pans over to me, I'm waving a hand over my face, and every time I do so, like it's a different face. Like I'm trying to, and I'm practicing like a voice, and I'm just like, ah, yes, I've had this ship for. No, that's too much. I've had this ship for too many. All right, maybe too hyper. And like maybe everybody else is planning stuff out as I'm trying to sit there and disguise myself like perfectly as like an airship pilot.
I love it.
And then suddenly I'm old Joe and I'm just like,
Oh, Joe. Why don't we? Where's stealth for me? Shush. Can I try and like? We're at a corner, right?
Yeah, you're around a corner. Only your heads are poking around it, and like all of the crew and the guards, their backs are to you, so they do not see you. But if you do try to move out of your space, it is going to be a risk. Yes, Davina. Davina, you can just talk.
Yeah, you can.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. Can I take Eden to the side and say, listen, I have a crazy plan.
Why just Eden?
Because he's the only one who knows about me.
Oh, okay, yeah, you
I
guys.
have a cunning plan.
It would be
What
a clever
if-
ruse.
And I trust you all enough to know this now. So if they know, I don't really care anymore. What if we say that I am an Asimar that escaped? And that's how we get on the ship.
But would you want?
We all disguise ourselves as you guys all disguise yourself as guards, and you bring me in.
Do you want to put yourself at that risk, though, again?
I don't want to, but I feel like that's the safest plan. Or we just pick locks.
That's, I think, the best option of just picking locks. Like, try and sneak and pick locks. And if one of us is caught, the other one split.
Gang,
Oh,
gang.
that's a good idea. All right.
Love it. I love it.
It's amazing.
Okay, so like, what is your guys' plan?
Well, I was gonna say, is there like, at the airship, like, how far away from this corner are we?
You're quite a few meters. Like, it would, like, you, from that distance, you'd have to be stomping the ground loudly for them to, like, possibly hear and notice you. So if you want to try and get these guys' attention, you are gonna have to, like, call out to them.
I was gonna say, is there like, as well, like, is there like boxes that, like, if I sneak to them, I can hide against them?
Oh yeah, there's, like, crates everywhere.
So I want to stealth to the one of the crates.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I
Okay.
kind of like reach out.
Oh
Never mind.
What did you roll?
Oh no. Wait a minute. Can I use this? Or is it too late?
It's too late.
Well, hold on 1 second. I might have something here. I didn't want to use this right now, but give me 1 second.
Oh no. Is this your 16 pass thing?
When you finish on a roll,
That was a hard one, by the way.
sorry, I just gotta make sure I could do this right now. 1 second.
That's a 1.
That was so bad.
I got 2 total.
Honey.
No, they're in there.
Oh, I have to choose to do so before the roll.
Yeah, so it's too
So-
late. So,
Yeah,
Eden, while you definitely had a very good technique of trying to sneak around from the corner to, like, a nearby crate, you step on basically an old tin can, and it does make a loud crunch sound. At that moment, the guards just kind of, like, go, like... Hey, what are you doing over there? Now, and like he just kind of like goes like, "Hey, what's going on there?" Hold on a moment, guys. Keep going. And this this one guard, like, starts walking towards you.
Oh no.
However, he only notices Eden. He hasn't noticed everyone else.
Yeah, thank God.
Yes, Sterling.
All right, so like, as I clearly see her stumble over herself. Like, if the camera was looking at me at all, they'd be like, I'd see that like, oh, she's like getting ready to like stealth, like, or like, very carefully walk, or at least what she thinks is walking. And I'm gonna be like, wait, no, stop. And then like, I see her trip over that tin can. I'm just like, that's a rookie mistake. And then like you hear the, hey, what's going on? And I'm just like, and I start like walking forward, and I'm just like acting like I'm drunk, and I'm just like, and like I come over and I like put my hand over on Eden, and I'm like grabbing her, or him, excuse me, and I'm just like, hey, Johnny, like we should go back to the old milking goat.
Okay, well now that's a tavern.
Okay, Sterling, I would like to... Oh, man. Okay, Sterling, I need you to give... I have to do this because of just what this idea is like. You need to do a performance check.
Can I help?
Yes, you can certainly assist him and give him advantage on this.
Okay. This is the first time this has betrayed me, so I'm now like, no.
And
roll
behind
20.
Davina, I think, looks at Mistral and is like, well, if they get caught, what are we supposed to do?
Hold on, I'm looking for the D20 that was right on top of me.
Did you lose your D20?
I'm always losing.
I mean, if they
things.
didn't go with this plan, I was just gonna be like, Eden, quick, seduce the guard!
I mean, we could try.
You're like,
All right, let's see.
boy.
But I'm a dude. Maybe he likes dudes. We don't know.
Like them,
I
What do you mean you don't know? You're the DM!
The guard's sexual
he does,
orientation.
actually.
all right.
That's what I'm thinking.
I get a 14 plus 1.
Wait,
So
wait,
15.
did you roll with advantage because she assisted you?
Oh no.
There's no dice. No,
Aha! 15 plus 1.
natural one.
Ah, nice. Oh, right. So with a score of 16, the guard, like, he's walking up to you, but he doesn't seem at all threatened by you. So his stance is, like, relaxed. He's kind of casual. And he just kind of, like, walks up to both of you and goes, like, hey, sir, are you okay? You know, you can't be here. We got, like, a private function going on here. Do you need me to escort you out or something?
I look over at Eden, and do I, like, whenever I look back over at him, do I see, like, are all the other guards paying attention to what's going on? Or...
No, they're all continuing their work because this guy said, like, he'll check it out. You guys keep doing what you guys are doing. So right now, this guy is, like, right up at you.
I know we can't really do this, like, mechanically. How healthy does this man look? Does he look like he is bulky, or does he look like a dock worker or something?
He's got a pretty average build. He looks like he could definitely hold his own in a fight, but, you know, there's better built people out there. He's average.
I have the idea in my mind where it's just like, he's just like, are you guys okay? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. That I just deck him in the face. I'm sorry,
Like,
Oliver
Indiana
was
Jones
looking to
that
say
shit.
something.
Just like,
Davina, what are you doing?
I just had a question.
Sorry, I don't know why it came out like that.
Bro! No, I was gonna ask, do these look like that they're the guards from the person that was running the slave auction?
Yeah, these are the same guards.
But do they look like they are that family's guards?
No.
Okay.
Davina's just like, do it!
Yeah. Davina's like, punch him in the face! No,
I was just
now
like,
I know that it's like,
yeah.
you have no ties to them. Punch him in the face!
Okay,
You yell, punch him in the face. I'm just like, I mean, you heard the lady. And I deck him in the face.
Okay, roll to attack.
Alright, I'd like to get my full round of attacks.
Wait, do we
if,
all?
we're doing this
No,
as a
just
surprise.
him, just him.
Okay.
I'll
Alright.
let you know if combat starts.
Man, I'm really considering just dropping a second level, inflict light wounds, and doing 40-10.
Just want to kill him.
Yeah, but I mean, I mean, with my fists, I can't knock him out. You guys might be able to knock him out. I'm lethal. These things are lethal.
These things are registered lethal weapons.
at this point, this is the most action this campaign has seen, even more than the spiders.
These things are lethal.
Until the bard starts seducing. Alright, oh yeah, no, I'll make my attacks. I'll just make some regular attacks.
Okay, so how...
Oh, crit.
Oh, jeez.
So
How exactly are you attacking him? Is it just like an unarmed strike?
Yeah, no, it's my fist. Like...
Okay, yeah, this is, okay, it's a crit, so you rolled a nat 20, so here's what I will say happens. You deck him, he was totally unprepared, you were able to get him, like, right square in the face, and he is wearing a helmet, but you were able to get, like, the opening in the helmet perfectly, like, everything was perfect here. He just kind of spins around, looking dazed, and then he falls unconscious. Unfortunately, as that happens, all of the other guards heard that audible clang as he fell to the ground. Because here's the thing. This city, all of Acheron, is like an artificial city. Aside from the occasional, like, mountain rocks that the city is built out of, the floor is metal. And you just dropped an armor-wearing guard onto the metal floor. All of these guards look over, see you and Eden standing over an unconscious guard, and they rush over. I would like you four to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was about to say, then me and Mistral probably have to run over there.
Like,
I should have just reduced
as I
him.
deck him in the face and I see them running over him, I'm just like, what?
Okay.
I got a 21.
You got it. Nice.
I was gonna say, side note, I have gemstone dice now, so let's hope that these do well.
So pretty!
17 plus initiative. Is my initiative really 9?
Are you? How is your initiative 9?
I'm trying to figure that out. Hold on.
I got got 8.
Initiative is just your dexterity mod.
I should roll the black one.
Oh, wait, I'm alert. I forgot I have the alert feat. I have +5 to my initiative. I have +9. Yo, I just went 26 on my initiative.
Well, I have a 14, a very solid 14.
It's no 26.
Well, we don't have to like you, Sterling.
Yeah.
I rolled,
Shush.
but I rolled, and I am proud of it.
Gang.
Give me a triple class. I'm special
Okay.
boy.
Okay,
Until
give me
I
just a
roll in
moment.
the
I
triple
gotta
digits.
write down all of this, all of my things here.
Do you want us to go in order of?
Yeah, that's what initiative is.
No. Why are you so mean to me today? What did I do?
Is there a fight going on that we need
Is
to know
it because
about?
I made you proofread my thing the other day?
Okay. I had to first write down the initiative of the guards. There are 4 of them. Davina, what is your initiative?
21.
Okay.
It's no 26.
Really flexing there.
Really, though?
Eden, what is your initiative?
8.
8. Okay. Mistral, what is your initiative?
14.
14. Okay.
I'm putting a new quote in the quotes.
Sterling, what is your initiative?
I mean, just 26.
Okay, we get it.
Hey, I just answered the man's question, alright?
To be sure, it just a little 26.
I mean, it's just 26.
All right. Let me just make sure I have this set up here. All right. So the first guard. Oh, wait a minute. So yeah, the guards pull out their weapons and they all got like scimitars on themselves. The first up, obviously, is Sterling.
Oh, me?
Wait, really?
I hate you all.
Yeah. Man. It just came so quickly. I don't know what I should do. I'm gonna punch the other guy in the face.
Another unarmed strike.
Like, he just comes, he's like running up, he's like, hey! And I'm just like, what?
Okay. Roll an unarmed strike. It's like that video clip of like the guy just slapping everyone at the dinner party, like out in the backyard.
Really, though.
No.
Let's see. I'm sorry, I haven't looked at this character sheet in a while. Action. Alright, so I'm forgetting what I'm rolling here. So it's 4 plus 2, so plus 6 if I'm not mistaken. So 22 on the first hit.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
And then, may I roll the second hit as well? before I roll
Yeah,
damage?
because that's gonna be like a bonus hit. There's no modifier. Just a straight roll.
The bonus hit?
Like the
It's
first,
the same
like
as
the
other
first
hit.
one was like
Oh.
your main attack. If you want to use like your other fist, you can't have a modifier with that.
I have martial arts as a
Yeah,
monk.
monks. Can
Oh
do that.
right, you're a monk as well.
So I only rolled a 6, but then I'm going to use my lucky feat to re-roll that.
Okay.
For I forgot what I said I'm rolling.
Very
So
balance.
21 on the second hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
Okay. We're looking at 8 and 15 damage.
15 damage. Okay. You just pummel this guy with just a straight Mike Tyson 1-2 straight to the face. His armor was able to kind of deafen the blow a little bit, so he's still standing, but he definitely was not expecting that. So he just kind of like backs off for a moment. But he's still like focused on you. He is angry. Next up is Davina.
I'm gonna. Okay, which guard is like closest to me?
You each got like your own guard. There's 4
Okay.
of them and 4 of you.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my. I'm gonna try and hit the one closest to me with my great axe.
Okay, so an attack roll with your weapon.
Yeah, I got with my modifier. I got a 13.
A 13. Okay, you just barely get him.
Good.
So yeah,
Okay.
you were able to slash at him with you have a sword or an axe?
My great axe.
Your great axe. You're able to just get this guy. It doesn't slice through the armor, but it definitely like gives an audible clang right on the armor. So he felt that impact, and it definitely hurts. Definitely still standing though. He's not looking roughed
Do I
up.
roll for damage?
Oh yeah, roll for damage. Yeah. do-
Okay. I got a 6 damage.
Okay, yeah, 6 damage. Yeah, he felt that, definitely. Next up is going to be Davina's guard, who is going to basically counterattack against her. And that is going to be... that one does not hit. That one certainly does not hit, and he just, like, goes for a swipe, but he realizes that he's using the arm that you just hit, so his arm just kind of like, eh. Oh, right. Next up is Mistral. What do you do?
Let's see. So I'm going to take my... I'm going to take my dagger and stab the closest guard.
So that would be the guard that you are directly opposite of. Again, you each have, like, your own guard that you're fighting.
I'm going to fight my guard with my dagger. Is that what I said?
Yes, roll to attack.
I got a 17.
17, that definitely hits, and you are able to just, like, jab straight at him. Roll damage.
I got a 7.
7, alright. You were able to just take that dagger, and you got him, like, right in the side. Not anything vital, but that he felt that. He definitely is in a lot of pain, but he is still standing right now. Alright, next up is the guard that Mistral just stabbed. He is gonna come at her with his scimitar. Ooh. He trips and falls, like, in the grime. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. He, like...
You know how I feel.
Like, it's obvious that these guards, yeah, these are, like, just... Like, they're just a step above dock worker. Like, they don't really have that well of enough training. So this guy is, like, the noobiest of the noobs. He falls down, and yeah, he is actually prone until his next turn. When he's prone, he's basically immobilized on the ground. All right, next up is Eden.
Oh, I get to go before a guard. Yay.
Snow 26.
I would like to attack with my new longsword.
All right, roll to attack.
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, I think that
19
hits.
plus 4.
I'd hope so. I think that would be a little unfair if it didn't.
Okay,
Are you sure? Do you want to double check?
No, I
what?
don't think.
Speaking of double checking, Sterling, what was your initiative?
26.
19, and then we'll go with. Where's my D8?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Oh no, our music got, like, weirded out.
You know, I was wondering about that, but I just was like, it's fine.
I'm just saying, Mistral as the bard should be able to control the music.
So
I just play nothing but musical theater.
I
Okay,
just want
and
gangster
I'm
rap
just
in the background.
That Sterling
Knock
rolled
if you
26
buck.
on
Knock if you
initiative.
buck.
So-
Sorry, what? Yep.
So Eden, roll damage.
I did, and I got a 10.
Sterling,
'Cause I rolled an 8
rolled
and
a
it's a plus 2.
26
Okay.
Yeah, it was 26.
It was
Okay.
a 26.
Okay, so that sword strike basically just causes, like, a huge gash in the arm, and he is, like, in pain. But he's doing his best, like, hey, we got a new follower.
Yay!
Someone named
The
Polar...
guard said that?
Here we go, Mistral with the follow music. We got a new follower. We got a new follower. Thank you so much for following and joining our adventure.
All right, so this next guard, unfortunately, you got 2 guards right after Eden, and seeing the amount of damage that she just did, they're both coming after you. So the first one is going to be the guard that you just attacked. He is going to be rolling with disadvantage, though, because you basically cleaved his arms pretty much.
Yeah, you fucking did. Proud of you.
All right. Yeah, he fails. And he can barely, like, lift his sword with that injury in his arm, and he has to spend an action basically to switch hands. The guard right after him, though, is untouched, and he's going to attack Eden.
There we go.
Does a 10 hit?
No, it doesn't. I have a 13.
All right, so yeah, he comes at you, and you're able to, like, nimbly dodge out of the way. So yeah, 2 of these guards are pretty injured. One of them is prone, but then one is, like, still untouched. All right, it is the top of the round. Sterling, it is your turn again.
All right. So looking over to my left, do I see like Davina kind of handling her own guard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just kind of, well, one, I'm gonna go in for the attack, but like right before, as I go in for like a solid, just like anime punch, camera zooms into the like fist. There's the little right
Speed lines.
It's like, you don't hit a lady, and I just like deck him in the face.
Right.
Can I look at you and say, "Get your own"?
I look out back, kind of look back over at mine. I'm like, and I go back and attack hers. That one wouldn't hit. Rolls a 3, but with my lucky, I'm gonna roll again. That one's a 2, so that one won't hit. For the second attack, that one is a 18.
Okay, so yeah, your second attack definitely does connect, and you do get him like right in the small of the back, just the straight little like. Urgh! He was complete.
And
he totally did not see that coming.
that is 8 points of
They
damage
never see it coming.
with me fist.
All right, this guy still on his legs, but he is definitely in rough shape right now. Next up is Davina's turn.
Okay, I finally get to say it. I wanted to say this for a while. I would like to rage.
Yes.
All right, I've been looking forward to describe this. Davina.
No. Not yet. I'm not doing that yet. That's an entire other thing.
But you said you want to rage.
Yeah, but Nordic Shroud is something completely different.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Davina, you
Don't ruin it
rage.
for me. Alrighty, so basically by me being in a rage, I get a +2 melee damage. However, I am kind of retconning it, so my eyes do turn black now. Is that okay?
Yes, that is fine, because it's purely a cosmetic thing.
Okay. So my eyes turn black and I rage. And by that I mean I headbait. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna swing at him again with my great axe.
All right, roll to attack. It's just your damage that gets a bonus. Your actual attack has nothing, right?
Okay. So I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and I get +2 melee damage, and that's my +12. So I hit him with, and then I think it's +3 with a great axe, +2.
+2 because you're enraged.
Give me 1 second. So that would be 11 points of damage.
Yeah, you just swing your axe with just a screaming roar, and the axe basically starts here, goes all the way down the torso, and you just cleave this guy like a tree, like his top half slides off his bottom half.
Fuck yeah! All right.
As you do that, the other 3 guards, like the prone one just kind of looks up, the one holding his wounded arm kind of looks over there, and the other guy just kind of looks over. They all kind of look at each other. The healthy one quickly reaches into his pocket and pulls out a whistle.
Oh.
Can I roll a reflex to punch the whistle out of his hand?
You can certainly try, but first off, dude, why is your room having a seizure?
Because I can do this as a bonus action, which I think this still will count to scare it maybe out of his hand, can I cast Nordic Shroud?
No, because
Your turn already ended.
I was not sure. That's why I asked. Never mind.
You would.
So, actually, may I ask mechanically, are we about to, because I wasn't paying enough attention, I guess. Are we about to hit the next line of initiative? Because otherwise I'd probably just be faster than dude before he pulls the whistle out, right?
Well, basically, Davina killed the guy, so that's it for actually this guy.
Yeah.
Then
Where's
technically the
Boba?
next person after this guard would have been Mistral.
Okay.
Then guard number 2, he was prone. Guard number 3, he has like the huge cleave in his arm from Eden. And then guard number 4, who's perfectly healthy, he hasn't been touched. He's the one at the very bottom of initiative. He's the one that is quickly taking out his whistle.
So yeah, as I see like Davina like cleave someone in half, I'm like, oh shit, oh okay, damn. And then I look
I
over.
was just saying, see, I told you, I don't need your help.
No,
Say, "All
Davina,
right," and I
you're
look
you're
over at
raging right now, so it needs to be more like, say!
I was just like, all right.
Oh, now you look at him and they're sorry.
I see the person with the whistle, and I just yell Mistral to like get her attention and to get the attention on the guy with the whistle.
Okay, Mistral, what are you gonna try and do? Here's how this is gonna play out. Mistral, I want you to try and either like cast a spell or roll to attack to try and get this guy, because he definitely this fight has been very close quarters, so you can easily reach this guy, like no matter what you do. I will tell you this though, whatever you plan to do, if you fail, he will automatically succeed on blowing that whistle.
Thanks.
No pressure.
Now, why is your room like a rave right now?
You know that TikTok with the the flashing colors? It's just me, and I'm just like,
He didn't stole mine. Dance party.
must go faster.
Mistral, do you need some help?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is throwing my dagger at his hand.
All right, roll to attack.
Davina, that's cool, but I mean, it's not a 26.
Look, okay, I have limited access. I'm in my room right now.
Everybody blow on it. Blow on it.
My camera doesn't know what to do with the white balance after that. I'm purple.
Like, what did you do?
I got a 19.
Yay, I'm so
You-
proud of you!
You are able to perfectly fling your dagger. It spins through the air. All the other 2 guards are like, the other guard who's like, the dagger just shink, just right in the middle of the hand. And like this hand is now unusable. He drops the whistle.
Nice.
All right, so Davina, that does count as your attack, so I will let you roll damage with this.
Wait.
Mistral.
Mistral, I mean, sorry.
Mitchell threw a
I was
whole
like,
axe.
Sam, I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I can't hear anything.
Let's talk again.
Mistral, what are you looking for?
Oh, because I don't have my D4 because I lost it in a basket, so I had to pull up the dice again because I accidentally closed it.
Oh.
Anyways, I
You're fine.
got a 4.
Okay, so 4. That, yeah, definitely not enough to, like, kill him or anything, but yeah, he is definitely... I would actually say for his next attack, he's gonna get disadvantage, because you frickin' he has a dagger in his hand. Jeez. All right, so next up after that is the prone guard, guard number 2. Now he spends his movement to get back up to his feet. He takes one look at Davina and he's like, oh, screw this. So he's instead going to turn to Mistral, and he's going to go to attack you for nailing his friend in the hand. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit, does it? No, your armor class is 15. Okay, so yeah, he kind of like, his eyes keep darting over to Davina in her raging form. And he just kind of like takes a huge step back, like, I don't want to get anywhere even close to them. And Mistral counts as close to Davina. All right, so next up is Eden. Next up is Eden's turn.
Woohoo. Alright, before I do an attack, can I grab my rapier and do dual wielding attacks?
Okay.
What?
The heck was that? I heard like fireworks.
Fun.
Okay, yeah, so you can dual wield. Are you like specifically like skilled at dual wielding, or are you just like basic
actually.
dual wielding?
It is a bonus action, so like if I have both out, I can go bam, like do 1-2 kind of.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely can do that. Just know that like on your bonus attack, you're not going to get a modifier.
I figured not. Figure I'm just gonna roll straight and then.
Yeah, it would just be a straight roll. So Eden, which guard do you do? You got the one that just got up, the one that has a huge gash in his arm, and the one that has a knife in his hand.
The one with the knife in his hand is on me, isn't he still?
No, the one that's on you is the one that you attacked before. He's got the arm gash.
Okay. I'll go after him again.
Okay, roll to attack.
Go to prison.
This is the main hand, so the longsword.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or no, 9 to hit?
9 is not enough.
Okay. So then I'll try with the rapier then. I got a 10 for that roll. Probably not.
Unfortunately, that doesn't work either. He just, in a burst of adrenaline, sees your attacks coming, and he goes like, whoa, whoa! So unfortunately, he was just lucky, and he's just like, he's breathing. He's scared. He doesn't know what to do. Now that guard, however, his turn is here. So he's going to roll to attack Eden now.
Yes.
That does not hit. However, next up is guard number 4, the one with the knife in his hand. He's going to roll to attack Eden as well, but he has disadvantage. Does a 12 hit?
No, that's 1 less under my armor class.
1 less. So he is able to, like, take his sword into his non-dominant hand, and he takes a wild swipe at you. He's only, like, an inch away, but it's a clear non-hit. All right, next up, Sterling. Top of the round.
All right. So the one that I was gonna attack is now halved.
Yeah, he is.
Really quick, do I know if there was any other guards on the airship there? Or
No,
this
it was just the one you knocked out, and then these 4, now 3, that you are fighting. There were a bunch of like basic dock workers, but they've like run off.
I kind of like feel like I gotta prove myself a little bit, and I look down at the halved person, and I look over at the one that attacked me earlier. Excuse me, I attacked earlier. Sorry, guy. And I cast a 2nd level inflict wounds.
Oh
on him.
Ooh.
So let's see, I make a melee attack. And so I rolled a 1, but I'm gonna re-roll that with lucky. That's my last re-roll for the day.
Oh right, you get 3 lucks.
Yep.
Yeah, lucky.
And that one's a lot better at 18 on the dice.
Nice.
That one
so
definitely
24.
hits.
And he's gonna take I don't know, 4d10 damage.
Jeez. All right.
It's just like, yeah, well, I mean, I could, like, I feel like I don't even punch him. Like, I see that, and I look over at Davina, and she's just like, and I'm just like, yeah, but I mean, like, look what I could do. And I'm, like, not even looking at the person. I just, like, tap him on the shoulder and, like, inflict wounds for, a 10, and then a, 5, so 15, and then, 22 altogether.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then,
just gonna stop you right there. You basically Avada
22.
Kedavra'd him.
I'm just like, I just like tap him and he turns into dust, and I'm like, what about it? Like, I could do stuff too.
Okay. Seeing that guy basically get... So, one guy got cleaved. The next...
Punch Man!
The next guy just got vaporized by touch. The other two guards, one with like a gimp arm now, the other with a stabbed hand, they just kind of look at each other and they turn around and run. They're running back to the airship.
Wait, no, come back. Oh wait, no. Wait, actually, I want that airship. I start running after them.
Okay, as they're running, they're screaming like, "Take off! Take off!"
Can I hear Indiana Jones music as I'm like running up? And
And
then I jump up.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you definitely can certainly try and do that. Those guards are able to like latch on to the side of the airship onto like those little rope ladders. And they're quickly like climbing up. The guy with the knife in his hand having some difficulty for obvious reasons. Yes, Carly.
Are we out of combat now?
You are out of combat for now.
Okay.
This, however, the ship is starting to lift off.
I have a question though.
Yes.
Like when they turned tails and tried to run, wouldn't I have gotten an attack of opportunity on one of them? Well, yeah, kind of. Because they're trying to run away.
In this case, it would
They
not
could
have
just
worked because
engage.
technically with attack of opportunity, they would have had to run past you. But you guys were like parallel lines facing each other. Like here was you, here was the guards, airship was already behind them. So you can't get an attack of opportunity because they never ran past you. They just went straight away from you.
Got it.
So, using the initiative order then, I vaporized somebody who would be the next person in line, right?
So right now, it is the initiative order is Sterling, Davina, Mistral, Eden, and then guard 3 and guard 4.
So
they-
everybody
they're-
would get a turn before they get the chance to run then.
Yeah, but isn't it attack of opportunity? They have to run past you.
Yeah, but in this case, it's not an attack of opportunity. It's just simply we're still in initiative technically, at that point, right? Because effectively, like everybody else is still faster than all the guards.
Ah. Okay, Carly, you can just talk.
Okay, well, I just didn't want to interrupt anybody. Can I use an attack of opportunity?
No, because you already used your turn. We're past you now. So if anyone's gonna have an attack of opportunity, it would be...
No.
No, that was
Because it
me.
was Sterling and then it's me.
Oh, right, Sterling. Sorry, I'm thinking Eden. Okay, so yeah, Davina, you would get... Davina, Mistral, and Eden, you all get attacks of opportunity.
All right, I'm going to use
I
mine.
get a turn. But
What?
yeah.
I'm going to use
Necrotic touch.
Thank you. Necrotic Shroud.
Oh, sure.
And try to scare him into stopping. Evan, do you want to describe what that looks like, or should I?
Hold on, that's a spell?
No, it's just something I get to do. Yeah, it doesn't even need to be when I'm enraged.
I was gonna say, is it a racial spell?
So,
I just have to use one action, which I will. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Hold on, I'm looking at this. Okay, yeah. So it is a spell. You can certainly try and do that. However,
Okay.
if you do that, both of these guards have to make charisma saving throws, and if they get above a 10, they're not affected.
Oh, well, I'm gonna still try it.
Okay, so you do that. Davina, at this time, you now get to see Davina in her full splendor. Her, like, any kind of hair tie she has in her hair just come loose. She basically starts to kind of float off the ground a bit, and you see a pair of black, almost skeletal, shadowy wings come out of her back.
Huh.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Not for the spell itself.
Okay.
Now, however, this whole display causes, like, a plume of black mist to, like, rise off of your body and just go high into the air. And you're basically, you've gone full beast mode here.
Yep.
It is here that finally Yip, Polo, and their newest member, Adarax, they see that smoke, and they beeline it, and you guys are able to finally make it to the party.
And we just see like half a dude on the ground and his legs still standing up.
You see a half a dude on the ground, his legs still standing. You see
A pile
a
of
human
dust.
body-shaped pile of ash. You see two guys about to book it. And you see Davina, who looks like a literal angel of death.
Ah, so it is Tuesday.
Nice.
So yeah.
And you notice
It
Sterling
was
rolled a
Tuesday.
26.
But for me,
It was
it
Tuesday.
was Tuesday.
Okay, so now that Davina used that necrotic shroud, those two guards have to make charisma saving rolls. The first one is a fail. So so guard number 3 just kind of stands frozen in absolute terror. Man, the first one was a 2, the last one was a 1.
Can I say something that she would say to them?
Yeah, they're like frozen in fear, just like
I
staring
say to them,
at you.
I say, if you go back on that ship, I will make sure that your deaths are not quick. They will be slow and painful.
The guards frickin' disengage oh my god.
Con Air.
Too epic.
DM.
Combat, that's the word I was trying to think of.
Combat time!
Oh man. Okay, so right here, the fight is this little scuffle is officially over. They throw down their weapons and they like get on their knees and they're like pissing their pants right now. However, that airship is still lifting off.
No, I kind of assumed that. Okay.
Now that actually then honestly begs the question, Davina, even though your wings are basically skeletal and made of shadow, can you actually fly?
I tried to look that up and I got a mixed plethora of answers. Some said yes, some said no.
I think for
I'm gonna say no.
because you're technically a fallen.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically the 3 new guys, Polo, Yip, and Adarax, you arrive right when these guys throw down their weapons and like they're surrendering in absolute fright. But then you also see that airship like up ahead is slowly lifting off the platform and it's turning around.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely gunning it towards it. Just so you guys are.
You are okay. So
Oh, yeah.
So we're temporarily out of combat right now because these guys have stopped fighting. Sterling, I would like you to give me an athletics check.
Sure. Let me take a look at my spells really quick.
I just arrived here and like, what the hell happened?
It's like, oh hi, Polo. So I'm
Who's the
gonna,
dragon?
on the path or whatever, like running up to, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, so I get an additional D4 to it.
Do the other 3 see Davina?
Yeah, you're in full display of everyone right now.
Okay.
So the new guy is introduced to you very well.
So yeah, Adarax, you are seeing like a fallen shadowy Aasimar just basically screaming like threats to these 2 frightened dock guards as she's holding like a giant battle axe like a frickin' damned Valkyrie.
So let's see. You said
Yip,
acrobatics.
are these the friends you mentioned?
Quite.
20 in total.
20 in total? All right. Now, unfortunately, I am going to have to be a dick here.
No.
So you definitely are fast enough to catch up to the ship, but now I need you to roll a second athletics check to see if you actually are able to cling on to it.
Can I assist?
How? You're all the way,
How?
like,
I don't
over
know.
there.
You can do it!
I mean, I can assist.
Can I assist as a
Aggressively
jerk?
says, I believe in you.
Is it possible for me to assist?
Actually, I would like to take this moment to open up the floor to someone who most likely can assist in something like that, because we have a bard in the party.
Yeah, we do.
Ah.
You can
Oh my
Can we
gosh,
have
we can inspire him.
Mistral, you have a spell called Bardic Inspiration. If you use that spell, you will give Sterling inspiration and thus a bonus on all of his rows for a limited
Fucking
time.
do it, yo.
I'm honestly surprised why you never used it more earlier.
I don't know things. Okay, can you stop
Sterling,
yelling?
watch him fly.
He's so cute.
She knocked over my popcorn. I'm sorry, guys. I need to clean it up. Hold on.
I'm really sorry. Can I do something really funny?
What?
I look at Atarax and I just wave, but I'm in that form.
Okay, so Atarax, I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh fuck, I'm sorry.
Because you're still using Necrotic Shroud.
Okay.
So, yeah, go for it, Mistral.
Oh, I was gonna say, am I allowed to still give some inspiration?
Yeah, you can. Sorry, I was just doing that when you were rolling. That's my bad.
No, it's fine. I was cleaning up my popcorn, so I didn't know. I blanked out for a second, so I didn't know what was going on.
You're on mute, guys.
I'm not.
Oh, I'm okay. I thought I was on the button thing still.
No.
Anyways, I rolled 17, and then I would add my charisma modifier, correct?
You don't need to do that. You win. You win the little
Yeah,
battle
you
of
go over
wills.
10. You're
So
fine.
all you feel is just this chill down your spine, but your
nice.
logic is telling you that this like angel of death you see before you is not a threat.
I
mean-
wave back. I'm like, hello, winged friend, spooky friend.
Technically, she's a threat. She's just not hostile.
Okay,
Really
so
hostile people that I don't like. So,
So, do I just roll a d6?
with Bardic Inspiration, like I'm looking at it with you right now. If I can find it. Yeah, Bardic Inspiration. As a bonus action, a creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die, 1d6.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, for 10 minutes, the creature will then add that bonus roll to any checks, attacks, or saving throws. You do not need to roll to give him inspiration, but you can only use inspiration 4 times before you need to do a long rest. So would you like to use it on him?
Of course! Go!
Is that just what you say? You're just like, haha, go!
You can do it!
I say, I know! And I, like, take the inspiration, and I dip, and I jump.
Okay, Sterling,
I
give
have
me
a
another athletics check.
Let me see. Because I don't
Wait,
really
can
want
I
to fuck
give him
this up.
advantage by kind of giving him a little boost as a flying creature? Kind of.
I feel like you'd have to be, like, next to me or something. Like,
Unfortunately, it's not going to
pulling
work
me
this
up or
time
something.
because he's already, like, booking it, and you're only just now arriving.
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, I'm still just looking around like, what happened?
So, actually, instead of rolling, I'll roll the d6 for the inspiration, but I'm going to give myself that that other portent, 12.
Oh,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
be
you have that
getting
divination
12.
skill. All right.
Yeah. 12 plus 4, so that's 16, and then an additional 6, so 22.
Okay, you run. You do like a front flip, Okay, here's what happens. You basically do like the Super Mario 64 triple jump where it's like, ha! Woohoo! Wah-ha! And then you just Spider-Man cling to the side of the ship.
Can I say for like some reason there was like, I don't know, like a dagger like stuck in like a crate or something nearby, and then I grab it and put it in my teeth, and I'm like climbing the ropes up.
You know what?
I don't even use daggers. I'm just like,
You know what? For the sake of this, I will allow it. You now officially have a dagger equipped. Just for the sake of that. So are you just clinging there, or are you like climbing up?
Oh, I'm climbing up.
Okay. You climb up and you're able to make it to the deck. As you do that though, you see before you like way at the back of the ship another pilot. He doesn't seem to look like he's not dressed like a normal pilot like old Joe is, but he certainly seems to be dressed up like to pilot the ship. But then before you see, oh man, Scary. 2 large men. These guys don't look like guards. But they are, like, dressed in, like, bandit clothing. I honestly don't know how else to explain it. And they just kind of, like, one's got a huge spear, the other's got, like, 2 scimitars on him. They both just kind of look at you and go, who the fuck is this?
And I spit out the dagger, and I'm just like, I spit the dagger out onto the deck, and I say, let's get this over with.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna roll down. Now, this is technically the first new combat here, so Sterling, I would like you to roll new initiative. But here's the thing. At this moment, only Sterling is rolling initiative, because he's all alone on that boat right now.
I'll miss you. I'll miss our little...
Except you can fly up there and help them.
I'm Gucci Bandana, guys.
In 1 or 2 turns, like he saw him running. He's like, "Oh, this is not gonna go well," and kind of like fly over there, maybe come in turn 2 or 3.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So right now, Sterling, what is your initiative?
Oh, let's see. My initiative is 14 plus 9. So 22.
20?
Not a 26.
What? Oh, it's not a 26. Oh, wait, 23, not 22.
Okay, so here's how it's going to go down. Right now, this fight is only Sterling, Big Guy 1, and Big Guy 2. When we reach the end of the round, we're going to go through all of the other party members, and I want you all to try and do athletics checks for you all to try to get on the ship as well. But
Okay.
I kind of like, I don't know if y'all can do that. Careful.
So yeah, Sterling, you go first.
I mean, it's not a 26, but, so, let's see. So they look pretty bulky, right? They look like they've been around the block.
Okay, have you ever seen Disney's Pinocchio, the character Stromboli?
Yes.
Yeah, they both look like that.
Wait, Evan, also, my necrotic shroud only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, your necrotic shroud faded.
I just read that, and I was like, ooh, my bad.
But now you cannot use it again. So, Sterling, what do you do?
Yeah, it's my bad.
Give me 1 second. I need to read out this spell. Okay, give me 1 second. Turn.
Everything going okay?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm actually going to cast a 2nd level command. And my one word is going to be leap. And since it's second level, I can choose an additional target. So I'm going to target both of them, and my word is leap. And they have to do a will save of 14.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so a will save of 14. So for the first guy...
Oh, wisdom save of 14.
All right, the first guy fails. He just kind of like goes like, robotically turns around, and then just dives off the ship. The second guy...
You hear a Wilhelm scream.
You hear a Wilhelm scream. Although he only fell like 10 feet.
Mhm.
The next guy... What was the saving it had to be again?
14 wisdom.
14 wisdom. Okay. The next guy rolled a 13, so he just failed. He then, like, struggles, takes a little bit more time for him to turn around, and he doesn't leap, he just kind of, like, stumbles, like he trips over the railing.
And does that.
And then they both just faceplant onto the ground.
Dope.
And they're both going to get...
How's fall damage work in this game?
Very
1d6
basic.
for every 10 feet.
Say that again?
1d6 for every 10 feet.
1d6 for every 10 feet. So one of them only suffers 1 point of damage. He was the first one. Because he like jumped off prepared, so he landed somewhat gracefully. The second guy, however, landed right on his head. He got five bludgeoning damage.
You're obviously welcome to do whatever you'd like. It says whenever someone's falling, the creature lands prone, unless it avoids taking damage from the fall.
The first one, because he landed somewhat gracefully, he only suffered 1 damage. He will not be prone. The second guy, yes, he landed on his head.
Oof.
Okay.
So now that the first guy is like far enough away from you, and right now it's just you and the pilot on the ship. The pilot has made no aggressive moves against you. He's just kind of looking at you scared while trying to keep a handle on the helm. But now the ship is just kind of hovering there. Like, it's not making any moves to leave or return or anything. The pilot is too scared to do anything right now. However, this guy, who is no longer possessed and he is not prone, he just kind of looks at the entire party before him, and he just, like, readies his spear.
That's
now,
ballsy.
And now I would like everyone else to roll initiative.
I thought you were gonna have us do athletics checks.
That's before I realized that Sterling was going to make them leap off the ship. Now you don't need to do that.
Oh, fuck.
If it was only 10 feet, why did I do all the rolling to get onto the airship?
Because you are a short man.
How do you roll for initiative again?
You just
You
roll a
D20
20.
and then you add your initiative.
Okay.
Which is just dexterity.
No, I like that
I
one.
got
Yeah,
an
I'm sorry.
11.
That's your dexterity. Thank you.
Mistral
I got
got an 11.
A 9, okay?
I got 8.
I got 5.
Eden got,
I got it.
an 8. Davina got a 5. Polo, what did you get?
2.
Yay!
Oh, buddy.
So we got
telling
Sterling, Yip, Mistral, what did you get?
I got an 11.
Okay. Is that everyone?
I got a 21.
Woo!
Atarax got a 21.
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, it's no 22.
Dragonborn is scary.
Wait, am I out of my rage now?
Yeah, you're out of rage now. Because too much time has passed.
I look at everybody else and I just say, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now, huh?
Been out of the bag
Wait,
for Eden
there's
for
a
a
cat?
while, but
Wait,
you
when
know.
did you guys get a cat?
I love small creatures.
Okay, so now at this time, so what Sterling did, that technically is going to count as Sterling's turn. Sterling, you're still on top of the ship right now. Next up is Atarax. What do you do?
What do you do? Perfect.
I see this big mean guy with a spear in front. I'm like, is this really how it's going to be, friend? And then I draw my sword and
Like-
shield. And
By
It
what-
really do be like that? Sorry.
It really do be like that.
and
But only sometimes.
can I hold my action to attack until he actually swings first?
Yeah, you can do a prepared action where you set a trigger, and if that happens, you do that action as a reaction.
So essentially, like, if he takes a swing at me or any of you guys, then I'd like to do one attack back. Only if he swings first.
Okay, so he's gonna hold his action.
I'm not the aggressor.
You're gonna be the aggressee.
I don't
Well-
start fights, I finish them.
Well, you might actually get your chance here because that's exactly what this first big guy was gonna do. Seeing, like, the bright beacon of white that is a white dragonborn in white cleric robes, he instantly just starts gunning for you, and he is going to actually do a multi-attack. He's going to make, he's going to do, like, 3 stab attacks, 2 stab attacks with his spear, and then 1 with his dagger. So the first attack, that's a 19 to hit.
No.
My AC is 20.
You're
Yeah,
okay.
he has a high
Let's go.
AC.
Okay.
He's a
Way
brat.
to
Well, I
go,
think I
man.
told you I was wearing full plate because I'm proficient in it too.
Yeah.
And he has a shield.
And
You
you
can
have a
adjust that if
shield
you
as
need.
well.
Yeah, so there's that. We like our healers not to be squishy.
Okay, then he's gonna
Cool
poke.
dude.
Actually, you know what? I still will allow this roll to fail. However, the next roll, however, is gonna get a +5 because I'm only just now noticing that this guy also gets a +5 to his attack rolls. But we'll just say that that first one still failed. So he's gonna still stab you again with his sword, with his spear. That is an 18, so that still fails. However, as he like pulls back his spear, he reaches into his side and whips out a dagger and tries to stab you at that. The dagger also fails. It just kind of tink offs your armor. Like, it's a tiny dagger, and these guys have a lot of like body armor, like, because they're fat, but not a lot of strength. So yeah, he was able to attack you, but he was never able to land any hits. Let's see. Next up is Mistral. What do you do? Oh wait, no. Well, yeah, Atarax, you held off, but they attacked, but they never really connected a hit.
I'll kind of just laugh. I'll be like, "Come on, friend, you have to do better than that."
Next up is Mistral. What do you do?
I would like to take a long range attack and use my longbow
Okay.
and aim at one of them.
Okay, which one?
If you go for the prone one, you get disadvantage, so I'd go for the one that's
No, you
attacking.
get advantage.
It's only if they're above
Attacking
you, if
prone
you can't
gives
see them.
advantage.
I thought it was if they're prone, though, because ranged attacks are bad.
Oh, right, ranged
Yeah.
attacks. Yes.
So, just trying to help. Be quiet now.
Thanks for the help, Eden.
Which one did you suggest? Wait, Eden, which one did you suggest?
The one who's not prone, the one who just tried to attack the dragon.
Cool. I would like to attack that dragon attacker.
Okay.
Dragon attacker.
How are you attacking him?
So keep it.
What? You're cutting in and out.
Cutting out, hun.
Sorry, I was hitting the button apparently very softly, but even on my end.
Oh,
I could
you don't have to use the push to talk button anymore.
Only if you want to.
I like it.
Okay.
I want to stay at a distance, so I'm using my longbow.
Social
And that-
distancing.
Yeah, it's social distancing. I don't want them to cough on me.
Not here,
Um,
apparently.
Okay, roll to attack.
No
I
judgment.
rolled an 18.
A what?
An 18.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Roll for damage.
got a 6.
6 damage. All right. So you basically are able to like get this guy like on the edge of the shoulder. It just goes right here. It's like, ah, and he just kind of sees at you. It just looked like, I mean, he definitely got hit by that arrow, but it seemed to just make him a bit more mad. And he just kind of yanks out the arrow. Next up is Yip.
All right. Well, seeing him attack my new friend, not quite happy about that, you know? Not me.
we're friends.
I'm gonna take my spear. I'm gonna take my spear, stab at him, while social distancing because I have range.
Okay, roll to attack.
All right, that is 22, which hits.
Yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
Fun.
You are able to get this guy like in the side of the hip. It doesn't like it doesn't necessarily bring him down, but that was a clear hit that he got. He just kind of like falls to one knee for a moment before like muscling your spear out of him, and he like forces himself back onto his feet, biting through the pain. All right,
Then
next.
I'm going. No, I am a monk. I have several things that I can do.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
I think is he bloodied?
He is not bloodied right now.
He's not bloodied. Okay, that means I'm gonna spend a key point and do a flurry of blows.
Oh,
Hell yeah!
I love monks.
Okay,
Monks
so
are fun.
that is 11 and 14. 11 and 14 to hit.
11 and 14. Unfortunately, neither of those hit.
Dang. Okay. And that's my turn.
All right, that is your turn. Next up is Eden.
Yay!
Okay. I still have both of them out, right? Both swords.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Let's go for the one that's attacking our new friend. So, this is with a long sword.
I'm sorry?
Oh, dice jail. Put it in dice jail.
Yep, that one's going in dice jail.
Did you roll a 1? Was that a
Rolled a
1?
1.
Oh my god, it was a run.
Wait, dice jail.
Ah, you actually have a dice jail bot.
I do, because I
love that.
Dice jail.
Yeah,
I
I
want
rolled a
that.
1 plus 5.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1, but it was a plus 5 or a plus 4. Sorry, so it'd be 5.
Yeah,
total.
unfortunately, that obviously does not hit. The guy just like, you just narrowly miss him. He like, for a big fat guy, he's actually quite nimble. He just kind of sidesteps it easily. But don't you have a second attack?
I do with the rapier, and this one's the offhand, so it's the straight roll.
Just a straight roll, yes.
10.
Unfortunately, that misses as well. He nimbly like backs away from you. All right, next up is... That was Eden. Next up is Davina.
Yay! All right, I'm going to. Which one is closer to me?
The one that everyone is attacking. The one who fell prone from falling off the ship is still like right at the bottom of the ship.
Cool. I'm gonna try and just like smack him with my great axe.
Which one?
The one that's closest to me. That's prone.
Okay, so roll to... No, that's not the one who's closest to you. You're not at the ship.
Oh, I thought. Wait a minute. I'm so confused.
You're all still like outside of the dock because you were fighting those weak guards. Only Sterling was the one who ran up to the ship.
So then, are there guards fighting us on the dock?
Yeah, it's these two fat guys.
I'm sorry, I totally missed that.
It's okay. I was a little lost too, so.
I'm sorry. So, which guard is closest to me then?
The one that everyone else just fought.
Okay, I fight him.
Okay, roll to attack.
Oh shit! I got a 25.
It's no 26.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Okay, give me 1 minute. It's a minute. 1d12 plus 3.
I think we.
I got 14.
14. Hold on. I need to do
I think we found the title of the after show podcast. It's No 26.
After Show podcast,
Love it.
and who's gonna host it?
14 damage, you said?
Yeah. Because I got a 11 plus 3.
Okay, just had to quickly do some math there. Okay, so you cleave like a streak right on the chest of this guy. It's not mortal or anything, but it definitely is like bleeding, and he just kind of stumbles back holding this wound on his stomach now, and he's using his own spear as a crutch. But he's still got a lot of fight in him left.
I didn't come here to fuck around.
So angry.
All right, next up is Polo.
All right, since everybody's attacking that guard, I'm gonna attack the other one if he's still there.
Yeah, he's still prone.
He's just laying down.
All right, then I'll hit him with the with my arm blade longsword.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, he's prone, so just roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause you
Insta
did it
crit.
pretty much on it.
What did you roll?
What do I add to it?
Are you proficient in it?
Well, I guess okay. So +3, so I guess I rolled a 4.
Okay,
So proud!
so 4 damage right there. Wait, what are you attacking him with?
With a longsword that I have.
Okay, you were able to get like a nice clean hit right on his stomach, but it looks like he had like some padding.
Really, with a 4?
What?
No, he didn't hit. He's just telling how it actually went down.
Oh, okay.
He's prone, so you didn't have to roll to attack. It automatically hits, so you just
I
rolled
didn't know
damage.
that.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, he's prone. He's not
I
moving.
didn't.
However, that hit definitely does like wake him up out of his stupor, and he quickly like hops up to his feet. And it is now his turn. And since Polo, you are the closest one here, he automatically is going to start gunning for you. And he is going to do his multi-attack. He's got like let's see, a scimitar in one hand and a dagger in the other. So for the first 2 hits out of the 3, he's going to roll with his scimitar, and it's his d20 plus 5. That what's your AC again?
I have no idea. Where would I see that?
Your armor class. It should be right by your initiative, right underneath your speed.
If you're using D&D Beyond.
Oh, yeah, my bad. If you're using D&D Beyond. Thank you.
Okay, I am, but so right.
Your armor class is 16.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so that first roll fails. Second roll also fails, but just barely. He rolled a 15 on that one. The next one is with the dagger. That one does hit.
Yes.
And then he is able to just get you like right in the arm, and then he is going to do 5 points of damage.
Which I take that away from my HP.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Finally, someone got hurt in this party.
Right? We have been so lucky so far.
of course it was me to be the first one to get a hit.
For your first D&D game, you're doing a really good job. The first one I did, I was like terrible, and I was like all over the place.
Well, I'm down to 19 HP now.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows.
All right, it is the top of the round once again, and it is once again back to Sterling. Sterling, I am just going to have to tell you right now, you are going to have to spend a whole movement action to hop off of the boat if you want to join the fight.
Oh no, I get that. I look around and, man, would you say like this is one of those kind of airships that'll have like ballistas or something on the side?
No, this is purely like just a cargo transport ship. They are like well, actually, wait, no. Give me just a moment, because that goes against like the whole lore of the world that I wrote. Okay, here's what you got. Okay, this is just a basic transport ship for cargo. There are actually a few harpoon guns, like 2 at the front and then 1 at each side.
I don't like where this is going.
All right, here we go. I look over at the pilot as I'm like casually walking over to the ballista or the harpoon gun, right? And I'm just like, "Hey, big man, take it a little higher for me. You know what? A lot higher for me."
The guy just kind of like nods scarily, and he just like pulls the lever, and the ship slowly starts to lift up.
And I am going to take the harpoon gun, and I'm going to try to impale one of the men and hang him.
Okay.
That's so brutal, and I love it.
Okay, how do we calculate this?
Oh, shit.
So I'm assuming we would use my dexterity because it's a ranged attack.
This is going to be a ranged attack. It's basically going to be identical to, like, throwing a spear. So, actually, Yip, why don't you tell us, what is your attack roll say, like, if you were to throw a spear? And we'll just use that for the harpoon gun.
Are you from Mount Starling? Me?
No, I'm talking to Yip. Oh, wait a minute, you're also a monk.
Yeah, I'm also a monk.
Yeah.
I keep
So,
forgetting. I focus just
yeah,
on the
roll a
wizard
+6.
stuff. I'm sorry?
I roll a +6, and actually, if Polo is within 30 feet, I get a D4 on top of that.
Yeah, because those two,
And
Polo
Baldwin gun.
Polo and the other guy that he's fighting are literally like directly under the ship. Well,
Alright,
not like under the ship, but like you can see
Yeah.
them like just below the railing. So you'd have to like point the harpoon like straight down.
All right. So as I see, like the ship is like rising up a little bit, I take the harpoon gun. I'm just kind of like aiming it, and I'm just like, all right, and okay, all right. So I'm gonna roll the D4 first. So I get a +3 to whatever I roll, and then, I mean, how about a 19 on the dice? +6 +4.
Yeah, I think
so,
that
29?
hits. 29.
I mean, it's not a 26 though.
Another 26.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do math here.
I guess that's the standard for tonight.
Quick math.
26.
Yeah.
Whether it's
Okay.
above or below, it's
This. Okay, so this harpoon pointing straight down shoots out of the gun, goes through the guy's shoulder, out through his armpit, and it's like hooked at the point of the arrow. So if he tried to like pull it, it is stuck there, and it's connected to a line. So
The
this
ship is just rising.
No.
so
Is
this
it this round that
this-
he's a pinata?
This guy is like still alive technically, but he is in horrible shape. And he's like gripping onto the arrow as best it can so he can like try to like, I don't know, ease the tension as best he can, but it is like so futile right now. So the ship is like slowly rising. He gets higher and higher. And just like the harpoon like sinks a bit. And then it just like it finally just tears through the flesh of his armpit and his shoulder, and his arm is just like useless, and he just like falls on his back, and he does like, I'm sorry to use this as like a horrible analogy, but he just Gwen Stacy's on the floor. And his like it's a hard ass impact as he just splats face up, look of horror, and he's just gone. He is dead.
That's the coolest thing ever.
The
oh my god.
Just jeez, God, yeah, wow. The other guy like looks back, sees that his brother has been murdered by this not a halfling, but a very short guy with a cocky smile. Unfortunately, this now enrages the second guy, and he now, like, it's not gonna be the same thing, But now he's going to have a slight inspiration to his role as well, because now he's enraged by his fallen comrade. And
that was his husband. You just killed the man's husband.
No, I thought he said it was his brother.
yeah, I said
know,
brother.
That's kind of fucked up, but it's...
Okay, so with that being
You got a wife
said,
and kids.
so with that said though, it is now Adarak's turn.
All right. Question.
Yes.
So, did this guy like die, or is he like any saving throws? The bad guy, the one dude with his arm ripped off.
The one with
Is
his
he-
arm
is he
ripped off?
hit
No,
points?
he's dead. There was
Yeah,
like
he
there was
fell,
like
20 feet.
with
yo.
that kind of situation, there was no saving rolls to be had.
I was gonna
Like
say,
the harpoon was in there.
This fucking boss. That was awesome.
Mhm. Well, you can't do that.
All right. Well,
You see, that's the kind of creativity I want to see all of you in this campaign do.
Did it? You forget my spider
Oh.
kill.
Yeah, that was fucking bomb.
Yeah, the spider kill was awesome, but that was more of a cinematic thing. I'm talking about creative stuff during the fight.
Well, I tried. Okay.
Oh, you just unleashed a can of worms, my friend.
all right. Well, is he like coming at me right now, or is he kind of just like standing there?
He's just kind of standing there right now. He hasn't done anything because it's not his turn, but now he's just enraged, so he's gonna get a slightly higher bonus on just his attack rolls, but nothing else.
Fuck him up. You use it.
How far away is he from me?
Not that far. Only like 10, 20 feet. Like, you can easily reach him.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. Tell me what it does.
Flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range. It's a ranged spell attack. On hit, the target takes 46 radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage. So whoever attacks him after me gets advantage.
Okay, so you use that on him. He automatically roll damage.
46.
We get the other one. I have a shit ton.
Dig him
now.
out.
He has the Rona.
Clerics are such a good class.
One more. Uno mas.
I know. There you go.
Bus.
So 5,
That's
10. Holy crap. 22 points of damage.
20.
Fucking fantastic.
I rolled 2 6s and 2 5s.
Okay, you just shoot out, like, you basically Kamehameha a beam of light out of your hands. And it gets him, like, square in the chest. He is scorched, but he is still standing.
What?
And he's just like, but he is like using like one of his swords as like a cane right now. But he is like, he's charred right there. All right, next up is Mistral.
Yeah.
You have advantage as
You get
well
advantage on this guy.
if you attack.
I'm going to attack, so I can have advantage. I still have my longbow out, so I guess I will attack with my longbow. An advantage? I can just roll twice and take the higher.
You roll
Yeah,
two
you roll
d20s
twice.
and you take the highest of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got this, girl. I believe in you.
I got 15.
Did you roll a second time? What? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. The first time was a 4, so yes, I rolled again and I got a 15.
Okay.
That's so much better.
Okay. Hold on, give me just a moment because I lost my page here.
So unprofessional. My
Shut
God.
up.
I
Okay.
wonder why he's being mean to you, Carly.
Yeah, this is our relationship in a nutshell.
Oh, don't. You haven't seen ours.
Reverse DM favoritism.
Bruh.
He
Same
picks
shit.
on
Well, no,
girlfriend.
he said he's gonna, since I'm his girlfriend, he's gonna put me at a higher standard, and I was like, fair. I would expect nothing else.
To
Okay,
compensate for the fact that she's my girlfriend.
Yeah, which I'm chill with. 'cause
Okay,
I don't-
so Davina, you rolled a 15.
No, it was Mistral. God
Mis-
damn it!
You'll get it eventually. But yes, I rolled a 15.
Okay, you
You
just
like
make it.
die.
So yeah, you just make it. Now
Woohoo.
roll damage for your arrow.
I got a 10.
A jeez.
Nice.
All right.
He's killing these dudes left and right. And I
You
love it.
you get this guy like right in the leg. All right, next up is Yip.
Go,
All
Birdman.
Go, Burb.
I am going to. He took out my spear when I first attacked him. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You tried to rescind your gift, but I think this is really for you. And I attack him with my spear again.
Okay, roll to attack.
All right. It misses.
Oh,
I got a 3 on the die.
Oh.
somehow this guy is able to like twist his body and get out of the way of your stab.
No.
All right. Then I'm going to spend another key point and do another flurry of blows.
All right, go ahead.
All right. That is 2 17s.
They both hit.
All right. That is 2d4. That is. Damn it, Maxie. That is 4. So 6 and 5 damage. So 11 damage.
11 damage.
What is
And martial arts key. Use 2. Monastic tradition, deflect miss, open hand technique. Okay. I am then not. Oh.
Yes?
Okay. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
For
DC
what?
of 13.
Okay.
Open hand technique. Whenever I hit one of my flurry of blow attacks, I can impose one of the following effects.
Oh, I
choosing
know what
the
you're doing.
non-pro-
I know what you're doing because I
Yep.
also play monk. Okay. What was the DC one more time?
14.
13. That's a fail.
Yeah, he's not prone.
Yeah,
I kinda just
he
bonk him on the head.
yeah, he's knocked flat on his back.
It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Okay. Next up is Eden. What do you do?
We can go back to my thing. I'm gonna try and hit this guy with my longbow. Not my longbow, my longsword. Cause I'm a herpaderp. Let's see if I can do it.
You get advantage because he's prone. Or he's prone, so.
He's prone,
Yeah.
so you
Oh.
just automatically roll damage. You don't need to roll
Oh.
to attack.
So it's a 1d8.
Roll that damage.
No, 1d8 plus 2.
9 damage.
9
Very
damage.
nice.
You
Dead yet?
you cleave off his foot, but he is not dead yet.
Damn it.
But he is still
You
prone.
die.
Right. Wait. But I get a second attack.
Oh,
Because I still have both of them out.
you
So
do.
do you just want me to roll damage for that one?
Just roll straight
Two.
damage.
Okay. That is also 1d8, but plus 2. 10.
10. All right. You take out your rapier and you just bring it down upon just like his almost like his body is just done. All right. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Stab him in the
Oh my god, that's
Jesus.
true.
Just a quick death.
Like you're picking up trash with a skewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just before the guy can like say anything, you just go boink, like the tonberry that you are, and you just take that rapier and right when he's talking, you stick it in his mouth, and it like goes like up his mouth and like into his head, but it's like rapid succession. It's just like he's like damn you.
Yeah, my Tomberry, don't mess with me.
So yeah, you got a cleaved body, a vaporized body. You still have those 2 guards that have surrendered after seeing the angel of literal death before them, and you killed 2 Strombolis. So you know what I think that deserves?
Skewered 2 Stromboli.
You skewered 1 Stromboli, and then you turned the other one into ravioli. And you know what
And I cut one in half.
And yeah, I already stated that one.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
But you know what I think that deserves?
What?
Dabs. Can we get Pogs
I was
in the
going to
chat,
say
guys?
the
Can I see some Pog champs in the chat?
Oh yeah, the green orb.
He's so cute.
All right. You were able to successfully kill all of those guards. The scene is finally silent and deserted.
What about the 2 guards that are like scared out of their shit?
They're still like on their knees, their hands on the back of their heads.
Can I walk up to them?
Yeah, you certainly can.
Cool. I walk up to them and I ask, can I have the keys?
Like the 2 guys, they just kind of like quickly look at each other, and the one on the right just kind of like shakily points his hand at the guy who was harpooned and is now just a splatter on the ground.
And I look at them and I say, "Thank you," and I walk away.
Yeah, they're still not.
And I get the keys.
Okay, yeah, those 2 guys are still not moving.
And I look back and I just flash my black eyes at them one more time.
Okay, they are gonna do charisma saving throws.
No. You don't have to do that. I just want to scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, this is something else. Because
Okay.
you're trying to intimidate them, basically.
Gotcha.
Um,
You have to roll for intimidation?
just trust me on this. Okay, so the
Okay.
first one failed.
Oh, no.
The second one succeeded. Okay, so the first one faints. And then the second one...
Quick, throw a Pokeball at it.
And then the second one is still conscious despite the pure terror that he's in. And you see a piss stain appear on his pants. But he is still conscious.
And I look at Sterling, well, not Sterling, and I look at Eden and Mistral and everybody and say, now we don't have to pick the locks.
Yay!
Excellently thought out.
All right, so congratulations on this next bout. The ship is still just kind of hovering there. At this time, the pilot of the ship just kind of like shakily pokes his head out of his tiny little cockpit, and he just goes, "Can I come out now?"
You said the pilot in
The pilot,
on the
yeah.
ship? I say, did he land it or is he in?
No,
process of landing it?
he's still hovering right there. He needs someone to tell him what to do.
Oh yeah, no, I say, oh yeah, you can land it where you had it, boss.
And he just gives like a prompt thumbs up, pulls the lever, ship slowly hovers back down to the landing pad. And then he like promptly like turns off the engine, and then like he just walks out of the ship, and then just instantly looks at all of you, gets on his knees as well.
I look at him and I say, good boy, stay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I look at him and say, smart lad.
I feel bad.
You shouldn't.
All right, so what do you guys do?
We go on the ship and I'm assuming that we free the slaves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all do that, and I'm gonna go look for loot. I'm gonna see if there's I don't know.
Was
any
that the whole
quarters.
reason you had us do this?
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, yeah, free the slaves. So I was just like, ooh, piece of candy. Like I like look.
Ooh, shiny.
Well, what exactly are you looting? The bodies or the ship?
So the ship. If there's any kind of, for instance, like the people that were on there, like the two guys, the big bandit-looking dudes, right? They probably have a quarters, inside of the ship wherever they're traveling to.
This is not that kind of ship.
Okay.
This ship is significantly smaller than the one that you guys arrived in on Acheron. This ship is basically nothing more than just like a very large tugboat that does have like an under in under the hull kind of area to it, but it's very tiny. It's only meant for like cargo and maybe a couple people manning the harpoons, but that's basically it.
Okay, so then I'm saying that I'll go, into the cargo area. One, see if there's any other slaves, and two, see if there's any other, I don't know, gear or boxes of crap around.
Okay, so, well, you can't do that because the hatch is locked. Davina, do you unlock the hatch?
Yeah, I'll do it for him.
Okay, she unlocks the hatch. Now you come in.
But before I go on the boat, I meant to say the ship. I meant to say because I'm assuming when I did the necrotic shroud, my cape fell off, or did it just tear apart?
Your cape is gone. It is shredded.
That figured. So now you guys can see that I actually have little tufts of feathers, but not full formed wings.
Is anyone standing? Would anyone say that they're standing behind Davina right now in this general crowd?
Since everybody knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think most of us were standing.
Okay. Then if that's the case, everyone besides Sterling, because Sterling is basically clambering onto the ship right now, I would like everyone to roll perception checks.
Evan, do I tell them about the sigil as well?
What do you think they're checking for?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just one.
Yep, because I'm not smart. I'm not very wise.
My perception.
I got an 18.
I got a 3.
Yeah, no, Yip doesn't see shit.
I got a 9.
Okay, so Polo's the only one who sees this.
I got a 14.
Yip sees that the floor
No,
is
I got
the
15.
floor.
Okay, so Polo, so yeah, she definitely does somewhat bring attention to what looks like tiny little tufts of wings coming out of her back right there. But you also notice something else, and it looks like an old, very old, long scarred over circular burn mark between where those wings come out of her back.
And I'm the only one who notices this?
You're the only one who notices that because you rolled higher than a 10.
Okay.
I did too.
Yeah, so
I rolled a 15.
Oh, you rolled as well? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay, then yeah, Adarax, you notice it as well. Now, that being said though, Sterling, since you've basically climbed onto the inside of the ship, despite its small size, you actually do see cages, a whole lot of cages stacked on top of each other. A lot of them are empty, but you do see a lot of them have people in them of different races. A couple Arakoa, a couple winged dragonborn. You see 2 Aasimar in the back as well. And then you also see this other cage that has a nest of Arakoa eggs.
All right, so I put my hand out to Davina. I say, "Do you mind if I have the keys?"
Yeah.
And I'll first
give him
go.
the keys.
I'll first go over to the Aasimar, and I'll speak in Celestial to them, and I say, "Are you injured?"
Both of these Aasimars, now that you actually look at them, they look no more than 10 years old. And they just kind of look like unfortunately, they do not speak back at you. They just kind of cower away from you, in their cage.
Can I go and try to help him out with it?
You can, though, you're only going to be, seeing the inside of the ship for the first time because you're coming from the outside now.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
So out of the Arakoa then, are there any adults?
There are no adults, but you do see a couple, whatever the Arakoa equivalent of a teenager is.
Okay. Speaking common to him, I say, how well are you with kids?
The Arakoa just kind of looks at you for a moment, kind of puts 2 and 2 together, and he kind of looks at the 2 Aasimar kids that you just walked away from, and he just hold on, I just realized that we have no music playing.
How dare!
There we go.
Shit, DM new game.
He
Kid, ignore me.
I mean, you're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you. This is my first time DMing if I haven't made that clear to everyone.
Joking, I'm joking.
The Arakoa just kind of, he's just as fearful, but he does seem to kind of hold himself just a little bit higher than most of the others in the cages. And he just goes like, I've had to care for children before, and then I was sold again.
I nod my head and I say, don't worry, you're not going to be sold again. You're going to have your own life to live. And I take the keys and I pop open the locks and allow them out. And I'm going to do so for the Dragonborn as well. I'm going to just go down the line.
All right, yeah, you slowly unlock all of the cages that have people in them. So that's like 3 Arakoa, those 2 Dragonborn that you saw, the blue one and the green one. Those
and
2.
Partridge in a pear tree. Yeah.
No. Okay. And those 2 Aasimar children. One of the Arakoa kind of runs behind and grabs, like, the small, like, makeshift clutch of Arakoa eggs. And they all slowly, like, walk out of the ship. But then they instantly see everyone else standing out there. And, like, the dead bodies. And they don't know what happened. For all they know, you guys are raiders and you're gonna take property of them now.
I look at them and I say, it's okay. We're gonna keep you safe.
Yes, Yip.
I was gonna say, you can't tell me she doesn't roll for that.
You want me to roll for it?
No, not in this case. This is fine.
Yeah, while he was freeing them, he's kind of going to all the dead bodies and kind of kneeling by them and saying a little prayer.
Yumo Guigwe 5 days out. Yumo Guigwe 5 days out. You will get advantage if you know where that's from. Can anyone guess where that's from?
Oh my god, I do, but I can't remember.
Indiana Jones?
No.
Yeah.
I don't fucking
It
know.
sounds very familiar, but
Jackie Chan, the cartoon adventure.
Eden gets advantage on her next roll.
What happens?
Badass.
I remember that because that was kind of my favorite thing.
That show was amazing.
It was.
Okay, so, Yip, you're kind of
Yip
offering a
kinda
prayer
gives
to all
that,
the dead
like,
bodies.
prayer for safe passage in the afterlife.
And are we all together, I'm assuming?
Yeah, everyone's, like, out of the ship now.
Okay. I look at Sterling and I say, what do we do now?
I sit and think for a second and I say, well, slavery is illegal in this town. Am I correct?
Slavery is... It's heavily looked down upon, but under the right circumstances, it can be legal. But there's a very strong possibility that this is the illegal kind. Or it started illegal and they were trying to make it more legal.
How many slaves are there? That we just dressed?
3 Arakoa, 2 Dragonborn, and 2 Aasimar children.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Are there any, like, inns around here?
No. This is just a makeshift shambly port.
Do we want to take them to the Graveblades?
You tell me what you want to do, and then
What?
you
I'm
do.
asking the party.
Oh.
I was gonna say, for the children, we might need to find a orphanage just in case. 'Cause they're still fairly young. But
I don't trust this town at all, to be honest. And I would imagine that any orphanage is under the jurisdiction of the church. I would rather take the orphans to the Graveblades.
So is that what you guys decide to do?
Yeah, I think taking them back to the Graveblades would be the best.
All right, so for the sake of travel, we'll just say that you're able to successfully make it out of the slums of Acheron. You didn't really run into any encounters, though, Polo, you still kind of have like a bleeding arm because you were the only one who received damage.
Can I use, because I actually just realized that I have this, and I feel really stupid for not knowing that. Can I use, where is it? Healing Hands?
You can if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use Healing Hands on him, and that restores 4 hit points to you, Cola.
All right, awesome.
That should actually be exactly the amount I need.
Well, there you go.
All right. Now, as you guys are walking, you do notice something. and it's about these slaves. They're just wearing rags for clothes, and it's like so many parts of them are just exposed, except maybe like the nethers and like the naughty bits and such. I would like everyone except Davina to roll a perception check.
Why don't I have to do it, Evan?
Oh yeah. Just gotta take that.
Evan?
22.
Not 26. I
Fine.
got a 12.
I deserve
19.
Everything is going so well.
Mistral, what do you roll?
I have a 12.
I got a 14.
18.
Okay, you
No, that's
all
okay.
succeed. As you guys are walking, and you get a good view of not just Davina, who's basically taking charge, watching over the kids, but you also see the kids themselves. All of them have a much more fresher brand on their backs. And you also notice that the brand on the slaves matches the design of the long scarred over brand on Davina's back.
Legal.
Wait, is it only me and
It's everyone.
well, am I and him the only ones who recognize that it's on Davina?
You just
Because they're the only ones. Nobody goes because they're the only ones that noticed it on me. But now
Yeah.
does everybody notice?
yeah, now everyone notices.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna like maybe I'm standing next to Polo, and at this point I took like an apple off of, I don't know, a market stall or something. I'm eating it. I'm just like, huh, Davina, you guys got matching tattoos.
Shut up.
What?
Very
Yeah,
subtle.
Sterling, that's a brand.
I said shut your mouth.
Very subtle.
That's rude.
Sterling.
You know, you could share anything with us if you'd like
Look,
to talk about the elephant in
I
the
have a
room.
past. This, I point to the scar on my back, was my fault. I did something really stupid. And I was punished for it. Which means all of these are my fault. They didn't used to do this until this happened to me.
I don't think it's your fault. I mean, you can't blame everything on yourself. I'm sure there's more to it.
You want me to tell you? You guys all want me to tell you?
Only if you feel comfortable. I mean, honestly, I just don't
Look,
want you to
I was
feel.
told to be a wife for the son, his name is Navarth, of the Balmaris family.
Do I know the name?
I just said the name.
I would like you all except Davina to roll history checks.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking what's the name.
And roll.
Well, that
19.
11.
history.
I got a 22.
I got a
Excuse
50.
me. I got a 21, not a 19.
I got a
12.
It's no 22.
I got a rock.
I deserve that.
Amazingly, you all succeed once again.
Okay, how did you know what I got?
Oh, what
I
did you
didn't-
get? What did
I
you
got a 15.
Yeah, you win.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Win.
all right. Yeah, all of you do recognize the name Balmaris. A long time ago, the Balmaris family was a very high-class aristocratic family that was based in another far-off city. They never really had that much of a presence in Acheron itself. I mean, they did, but it's not where they lived, so to speak. The Balmaris family is this very affluent family of elves. And at this time, you really just know about both the father, Callan Balmaris, and the son, Navarth Balmaris. And you remember back in the day that family made its riches with textiles. They were one of the greatest, like, weavers and cloth makers. Like, they were the height. They used to design and create the height of fashion like in upper society in this
They
world.
Gucci.
Yeah, they were basically Gucci in this world.
Made the analogy.
It's like these guys were Gucci, they were Prada, they were Burberry, they were high class fashion.
He said the
But
magic word.
But then you also remember, because you all succeeded in your history checks, that you remember that these guys made quite a bit of a career change where they moved on from textiles to basically trafficking indentured servitude.
And
Bit of a jump, but all right.
That's a big jump.
We've all been there. You go from, buying your textiles to buying your slaves. We've all been there. Right, guys?
Yeah, I run a mattress company, and also I'm a member of the cartel.
Exactly.
That's where they hide the drugs.
Why do you think the mattresses are so bouncy? It's all cocaine.
I say that, but that's exactly the kind of like laundering scheme that the cartel would do. So yeah.
So, now that you've already kind of made this revelation and you kind of remember your facts about the Balmaris clan, like, you guys are still walking, but I would say at this time you're out of the slums now. You're kind of back in the normal district. But you haven't reached the headquarters just
If
yet.
anybody else have any other questions?
I think we have all the answers we need.
I was gonna say yeah.
You have
What
a
do you want to
question?
do about it?
What's your question?
What do you want to do about it? I mean,
I
they're
wanna
doing
do that.
this.
I thought I did already. That's an entire other story, but thought I did. So
Have we all forgotten about the you-know-what?
about the what? Oh, right.
All of you, and this time Atarax hears it for the very first time because he's so close by. You all just hear kind of squeak in your heads, "I'm here too."
Oh no!
You
and I
hear-
squat down by the bag and I say, "I'm so sorry."
They're so cute. Oh my god. I
Did
can't
anyone
stop
else hear
watching.
some kind of mouse creature in their ears?
I think since you're part of the party, we should probably.
Can
fill
I
you
just
in.
say how much I love this Dragonborn? Sounds like Yosemite Sam.
Yeah. I think we should deal with the orphans before we explain anything that's going
That's
on here.
valid.
Wait, did
Because
the
the children
No,
are
the
very
chil-
talkative.
The children did not hear it. I'm just gonna say that right now. The children did not hear.
But yes,
I look at Arthrex and I go, I don't think I introduced, or how do you pronounce your name?
Atarax.
Atarax. Okay, sorry. And I say, I'm sorry. My name is Davina. It's nice to meet you.
First, can I have my backpack back?
It's a pleasure, scary,
Fine,
tiny, winged
you.
one.
The weird one.
I give Ian back his backpack. So
Never had the chance to try one.
I now have the orb back. I have the orb. Oh, what was the fox doing? the whole time? Was it just
The
hiding?
fox has been hiding in your bag this whole time, but now that it senses that the coast is clear and everything is calmer, it just kind of pokes its head out of the other bag and just kind of looks around.
Hold on, wait, I have a prop for that too. Hold on.
Oh, no. All the props. All the props.
Oh, I do too. Hold on.
Oh, it's cute. I do not have one. I have one for a dinosaur. Oh, yeah! The fox is at Asen. Yeah, I love those foxes. They're cute.
I named him the Dread Pirate Roberts.
I have that one, but it's packed away.
The fox just kind of pokes its head, looks around, and then just starts kind of like yipping at the children. The children are actually starting to smile and giggle, looking at this adorable little fluffy creature that is coming out of your backpack.
I've got a fox like that too, Carly. Actually, mine's like
I'm gonna stop and like pick him from my backpack and be like, play, but be nice. Like, let him go. Have fun with the little kids. for a
The
bit.
fox just starts running around and just hopping with the kids.
Oh my god.
And they're all starting to actually... a couple of the shy ones are kind of staying back, but the fox, like, walks up slowly, kind of sniffs them a little bit, kind of licks them.
Since you said that, the ones that are like they're all by me are the ones that are shy near me.
Yes, they got... One of them
I
actually huddles behind you.
I whisper to them and I say, "It's okay. You can go play."
This is one of the little Aasimar children. It's a little girl, and she just kind of like waddles up to the fox, and the fox just kind of licks her hand a bit, and she finally starts to smile. It's very cute. Okay, so now the children are like focused on the fox, who's just kind of running around them and guiding them with the adults. It's very cute. You've now all made it officially to the big plaza of Acheron, where you see the church, the palace, and the Greyblade headquarters. At this time, though...
Us at the church.
Yeah, plus the church, like, everyone just like... Atarax, you just are now noticing that they're all kind of blocking your faces. You don't know why they're doing this.
I'm genuinely shocked they haven't sent out people to attack us, but I don't know.
They might come back, you won't know. We're still very new in this campaign.
By the way, we're all going to Lunas after this, just so you all know.
Oh, cool. Back on track.
Lunas, what?
The town that was mentioned.
In last episode.
Right. Just making sure.
I managed to get a job for Lunas, so we're all heading there after all this is over.
I am perfectly fine with getting the heck away from here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys enter the headquarters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys make it to the headquarters. It's about like it's starting to become evening around now. The headquarters itself is still in like full activity. Just guards, hunters, and warriors now returning from their epic quests, and they're back at the registration desk. They're turning in like completed requests and such, getting bags of gold and possibly some other items that they received from signing on to the quests. Am I coming in like choppy for everyone? I'm hearing myself.
I'm hearing
I
you
was wondering
over
what that was,
mic.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing something weird.
I think it might be Yip, but I don't know.
Yeah, Yip's frozen.
Oh, Yip, are you frozen?
No, he's not.
Oh,
just super still.
Okay. Now, as you guys are walking into the headquarters, like, it's just kind of normal activity. All hunters and warriors are kind of going about their own business, but then all of a sudden, a hush falls over the entire floor. However, and you don't need to roll for this because it's kind of obvious, none of them are looking at you. They're all looking at, coming down the stairs, Volthric. And that's just this giant hulk of a man. Atarax, you are a bit more familiar with this man, and he is a man. He founded the Greyblades. He leads the Greyblades. He is the highest position anyone can ever attain. He's basically regarded just as much, if not more so, than the king himself.
Damn, alright.
And you're a little bit more familiar with him because you've actually been part of the Greyblades longer than the rest of these guys. Because they're just all like, you guys have been Greyblades for just like a day and a half.
It's been a long day and a half.
You've been like attacked by a church. You destroyed the slave trade in the slums.
You saw my husband.
You saw your husband, who you
Good
thought was
fucking
dead.
Yeah, who I thought I killed, but I guess then.
Volthric just kind of walks down the stairs, and all of the other hunters and warriors are just kind of like, they're kind of like giving slight bows. Some of them are giving the Greyblade salute, like fist on the chest like this. And he like, no, not Wakanda, just one hand. You frickin' Marvel weeb. And as you do, like, he just kind of nods to everyone. He has a very warm smile. He has like long silver hair just billowing in the wind that seems to come from somewhere in this building. He's got like a big, like, okay, he looks like, the best way I can describe this guy, he looks like Reinhardt from Overwatch. Just big Santa Claus.
God, Grandpa.
Big Santa Claus looking guy in just a huge, full silver plate of armor, massive, like, bastard sword on his back. And this guy, he's not a Goliath. He looks like he's straight up human, but he is massive. He's like 9 feet tall. And he is just pure muscle. He's a Dorito.
Dorito.
Waist to height ratio of a Dorito.
And he's just smiling and nodding to everyone. His eyes fall on you, and he just kind of gives like the standard little like nod and salute to everyone. But then he kind of like looks past you at the children in rags. And then he just kind of walks up to your group. And then he just kind of leans down a little bit and goes, "And where did you find them?"
Snake. Sorry.
Allow me, friends. Master Volthric. Good day, sir. We came across some illegal slave trading outside the port city. And safe to say the scoundrels were taken care of.
Volthric kind of gives like a little understanding nod and then just kind of looks at the children for a moment. Then he just kind of like takes out his sword, he puts it gently down on the floor, and then he gets down on like one knee to address the kids. Now, by the way, let me just again reiterate how tall this guy is. When he kneels, when he gets down on one knee, now he's your height.
I love him.
And he just kind of looks at the kids, just kind of smiles for a moment with like the big silvery Santa Claus beard. And he just goes like, "It's all right. You're safe now. Get these kids some clothes and a bath and a hot meal. We'll try to find out where these kids came from and where they need to go. Thank you."
Thank you, sir.
He just kind of stands up for a moment and he just kind of like waves over a couple like desk attendants to kind of rush over with like blankets, some of them taking their jackets off to kind of like cover up the kids, and then they kind of take them over to basically down a hall to finally get them all cleaned up and such. Volthric then like turns to the rest of them and just goes like, "You were willing to do that without actually picking up any kind of quest?"
Yes. Technically, it was Sterling's big idea, but we all kind of got roped into it.
I peer around her and I'm like, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm Sterling, by the way. I don't know if we met yet."
And meanwhile, I'm in the background going, "Oh, come on!"
At this moment, Volthric actually then walks up closer to you guys, and that's when you actually notice something about him. The closer that you are standing to him, the cooler the air is.
Don't.
Like there's a very slight drop in temperature.
Whispering to whoever's next to me, "This man smells amazing." Who is he?
Wait, that was telling me, right? Because you're like around me or something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is just like cool mint coming off of him.
It's just like, this man smells like spearmint. Like, who is this dude?
I am the 5 gum.
Have you ever experienced me?
I will stimulate your senses.
He's the guy from Spy Kids 3.
Which guy?
Wait, which guy?
The guy.
Yeah, Sliced Alone? Who are you talking
he's
about?
the guy!
The guy.
Oh! Oh, Elijah Wood. Okay.
I forgot about him.
Bilbo Baggins.
He was only in the movie for 30 seconds.
Right?
He was.
To be fair, that was the joke.
Yeah, I know, and I think that was amazing, and I'm sure Eliza just like did that part for free because he thought it was hilarious. Anyway, so yeah, you notice that there is a very... Oh, we have in the chat Andrew going, "How'd you forget about the guy, fake fans?"
Because he was in there for like 2 seconds. And he died.
Spoiler alerts.
It's not spoiler alerts if you... Everyone knows that movie.
So yeah, you notice a very slight but noticeable drop in temperature as Volthric kind of stands closer to you.
I don't know what this role would be, but can I is there anything that's coming off of him that's not human, I guess?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, hon.
Oh, straight roll.
No, it's
It's +0.
Oh, yeah, it is.
16.
16.
You do sense something.
Ooh.
You have no idea what it is.
It's 5 gum.
This podcast is sponsored by 5 Gum. Stimulate your senses.
You don't know what it is, but you do know that it's not human. He looks human, but whatever is coming off of him is not human. And you also notice that this chilly aura coming off of him, it's not like because you rolled actually pretty high for an Arcana check.
I think I know what it is.
It's not magic. You know that much for certain. Whatever that is, it is not magic. That is just him.
That's just the lad.
Now, do I know? Well, obviously,
You
all
wouldn't know.
this.
You wouldn't know. You would
Yeah.
know the feeling, I would assume.
Yeah, because I'm an ice dragon. Technically.
Yeah, you're a little more used to it. Plus, you've been in the Greyblades longer. You've interacted with Volthric a couple more times than the rest of the crew here. So you're just this is a little more normal for you.
It's refreshing.
Because you're a white dragon. Volthric.
You're extra.
Now, Volthric himself doesn't quite notice that Eden did that. He's still just kind of addressing everyone. And he just has a very warm smile, and he just goes like, "You are what all our new recruits need to be like. To do that not for any kind of compensation." But then
We're not
as
getting compensated?
Sterling, don't ruin it.
he just
Davina just kicks him.
Children being free are compensated.
he notices Davina kick him, and he just kind of gives like a little oh
Oh no!
Don't like that.
Now, as he does that, his eyes kind of go down, and he sees the rolled up parchment of the Lunas quest, like tied up, like on Polo's pants. Like it's just kind of tied there. And he just goes like, "What quest is that?"
It's a quest to go to Lunas. It's for... Yep, what is it for? I forgot.
Bodyguard, dude.
Bodyguard, thank you. Yes, that's it.
And he just gives like a very understanding nod. But then he leans in right at you, Polo. Because here's the thing. From Volthric's perspective, since you're the one who's holding the quest paper out of everyone here, he's basically assuming that you're the leader of the group.
Why am I not?
Of course.
Even though technically, if we were to think about it, Atarax has seniority here. You have the quest paper. So he just goes, "When you go to Lunas, find out what the details are, do the quest, but then I encourage you to quickly leave Lunas right when you're done.
Why is that, sir?
We're currently planning something to fend off the hordes of the wilds, and Lunas is going to be our staging ground. Because it's one of the most heavily fortified cities outside of Acheron, but we need to actually have an offensive against these monsters. Plus, an entire half of Acheron has the entire ocean at its side, so we only need to defend one side of the city. So, the plan is, we're going to lure out the beasts, and if we have to, we're going to burn that entire part of the forest."
Understood.
Got it.
Do the quest, and then quickly come back. As much as
Does the god do anything? The little owl.
Oh yeah.
the orb is silent, and you don't feel any fear coming off of it, just like it's transfixed by this man.
Remember, we're not going to Lunas because it's like the source of the orb. We're going there to get more information on the orb.
Well, yeah, we know
No,
that.
I know. I just, as soon as he said burn down the forest, because I'm assuming that because we found this dude in the forest, he has more connection to it. I just wanted to know what his reaction to that was.
The orb is not reacting at all. It's just kind of like being still because it's just kind of overwhelmed by everything right now. So Volthric just kind of looks at you all and just goes, "When you finish the quest, come back, and I just ask that you stay out of the way. You guys are new. I don't want anything bad happening to you. Or anything..."
Yes, sir.
Thank you. and he looks at everyone here, and then he glances at Eden.
Oh no!
And then he just gives like a small little smile before he stands up, and then he just walks off.
Can I inside check that?
You can if you want. Go right ahead.
I'm gonna do it.
Please, can I? I was gonna give her advantage because.
Okay, yeah, give her advantage.
You want advantage? Okay, cool. Because I would.
Wait, Bardic inspiration. Bard.
Inspire.
Yeah, me. I have Bard of Inspiration to take it.
What are you doing when we're?
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna do a
Hold
cold
on.
one. Are you
What do
cold
I
back?
get for inspiration?
You roll a d4. You roll the pyramid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll the pyramid.
Roll the triangle.
That was a D6.
Oh shit. Well, okay.
Isn't it?
Let's
D6?
see. That's an 18.
Plus
I
triangle.
got a 19 with everything.
You sense absolutely nothing malicious coming from
Thank
Volthric.
God.
Thank God.
I mean, this guy does have a very commanding authority aura around him, and it does, just automatically intimidate you a bit. But whatever this guy is giving off, he's not a threat.
Okay. Okay, so he, as the player, so he then, after, that smile was, I noticed
Yeah, he was looking right at you, and you were looking right at him.
Okay, so that was when he noticed that I did it.
And he looks at me,
Got it.
and I look at him.
Now, by now, Volthric has walked off.
Okay.
And also the children have been taken away as well.
Yeah, so they're getting cleaned up.
Does
Anyone
anybody
want
want
a
to
drink?
Anybody want to inform anybody
No,
that?
I don't normally like
yes.
alcohol, but I think I would love a drink. I'm sorry,
All
Sterling,
right.
I did not hear you.
No, you're good. Does anybody want to inform him that insert noble's name that I disguise myself at? There's a red dragonborn there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's not one of the ones that we got, because I thought that they would have just put it right back on the thing, knowing that Sterling wasn't actually him.
Okay.
No, this was before.
Okay, what happened was...
That's a good idea.
What happened was there were only two Dragonborn, the blue and the green. The green one just got bid on right when you guys arrived. And then the noble, paid the host, who was, I'm just going to come out and say it, it was Navarth Balmaris. But then right when he exchanged the money and the noble walked off, that's when Sterling used disguise self to turn himself into the noble to make it seem like the noble was doubling back about something. So during that time, the cart that had the green dragonborn in it didn't technically leave yet, and then that's when the chaos happened.
Okay, so we did rescue the green dragon.
You rescued everyone. You've rescued all the slaves.
Fantastic. Alrighty.
All right.
Yay.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Well, Davina and I are going to the bar and having a drink. Because
And
it's a bit of a long
Davina,
day.
even though Asimars don't technically drink, she's just gonna gulp it down.
I
Maybe
mean,
we should all do that. Maybe we
It's
can all
gonna
do
taste
that.
like poo, but it's gonna be great.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I don't
We
think
all deserve that at this point.
Yeah. everyone has a drink.
Okay, you all have a drink.
Because clearly we've got a lot of planning to do. So
Drink. It's gone, remember?
By the way, I would just like you all to know, old Joe has been sitting at that first landing platform this entire time.
Oh, Joe.
It's a good
Side
joke.
note,
Please,
We
please
have
tell me
prop-
it has a good book.
we have prop alcohol.
How's that prop? No, that's real. That's
So proud.
that's real alcohol.
Yeah.
I go up to Atarax and I ask him, "Is there a place where I can get a cape? I don't really like to be noticed."
A cape. Well, yes, there's a material and garment shop just down the road, I think.
There's nothing in this place.
I mean, there's curtains. I walk over to the window.
Okay, you tear off the curtain.
Oh my god.
I flip the bartender like a gold coin, like, "Hey, don't come out to that."
The bartender, a little halfling boy, just kind of like, wait, Come out of what? Oh my god!
That's not what I wanted you to do. I just wanted to buy a new cape.
I'm like sitting there like with my claw just like tearing it off to make it to size. I'm like holding it up. We're like, oh, you're a bit smaller than that. Just slice off some more.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
And
so
then she just shrugs and is like,
Okay.
thank you.
Well, I was gonna say you could go get your spell. You can get a mini cape.
I'll just use the shreds for that.
Okay. I guess that would
I'm
count.
keeping some of the shreds from this as well.
I take the curtain cape and I tie it around my.
You now have curtain cape.
You look like a hero from a golden era.
doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
And I just sit down and just cover. I'm just like.
Yeah, you are getting a couple looks, but most of them are directed at Adarax because the Dragonborn just tore down a curtain.
I do have
All I asked was if there
I
was a shop. It
Wait,
was a
hold on. Yep, what is it?
in this place, do the carpets match the drapes?
It's all hardwood here, buddy.
Ching.
There are no carpets. It's a hard tile floor made of
Got it.
marble.
I wanted to know that. Just no reason.
You had to know it's important.
No reason.
Put that in my notes. Marble tiles.
Okay, so you're all basically having a good time. You're recovering. We'll count this as a short rest. The sun
Wait,
still.
is it a short or a long rest?
I just said short.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't hear you.
The sun still has not. The sun is just now touching the horizon, but it's still kind of evening. What are you guys gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I guess.
Just to make it aware, Polo did put in, I believe, the general chat that he has to work in the morning.
Okay.
If you're recording.
That is a very good point. Then you know what? We'll actually, how about this? You guys retire to your rooms?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. You each have your own personal, like, barracks. Because this building is huge. It's got, like, its own dorm campus.
Huge.
Okay, so with that being said, we will end tonight's session right there. And I would just like to say,
Yeah.
congratulations, everyone. You all made level 5.
My monk senses just like
More levels and shit.
yes.
Or
Level
Yep.
5.
I'm gonna take a level on Barbarian.
Oh my
What?
god, you are.
Are you going to become absurd?
No, I'm gonna be better than that. A lot
More
better than
levels.
I can use more bardic inspiration.
I'm
So
trying
yeah,
to
guys.
find more abilities that I could give like other people like roles and
I
things
get
like
an
that.
extra attack now, so I get like 3 attacks with my double attack.
Yeah, no, same. I get extra attack and stunning strike, so like I can stun lock people now. Yay.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
guys, thank you so much for joining the stream, and to all of those watching on Twitch, thank you so much for joining this. This will be once again put up on YouTube sometime tomorrow. And for all you guys, when the episode's officially posted, I'll post it in the Discord. Say bye to everyone on the Twitch.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.